This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all right
scripts.
here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 263. I think it is. Yes, it is.
You've got the outline.
I do. It is episode 263. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Scab Jim.
Blake.
Oh, Scab Jim is here. Welcome, Scab.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on this week. You were supposed to be on last week, but we got new microphones, so we don't want to screw it up and have you come on and us not record.
You're supposed to be on last week, but Jason said, fuck that. We don't want him this week.
I cried a little.
It's because of that liberal Hollywood and the Golden Globes. Fuck them. Anyways. Anybody see a Gillette commercial? No, anyways. Can we talk about that?
I haven't seen the commercial, but
It's
we
a
can
great
talk about
commercial.
it.
No, I'm
I
just
heard
kidding.
about it, but I haven't seen it.
They're actually a sponsor this week.
They are sponsored. Oh, wow.
See?
Cha-ching.
I wrote it
Cha-ching.
down.
Nice. Anyway, so Scab Jim is going to be with us this week. And, yeah, so we'll get right into it. This is our 5-year anniversary episode. We've been doing this for 5 years, Jeff. How's that feel?
It doesn't feel 5 years.
It really doesn't. I feel like like they say about kids, the days are long, but the years are short. It seems like, every week we do this, but then it's like, oh, it really is only 5. It has been 5 years. So it has gone quick. I will say that.
Is that what they say about kids?
Mm-hmm. The days are long, but the years are short, and it is true. So, Blake, you agree?
Yes.
There you go. So, Scab, you agree?
I'm not sure I get it, but sure.
Like, it feels like a long time during the days, but then the years fly by. Like, your day-to-day grind is long. Never mind, forget it. Moving on.
Put it into terms of you waiting for your divorce.
Divorce is taken care of.
There you go.
You're a single
Now you
man
feel
now?
good.
Well, not single, but
Well,
I'm no longer married.
you're not engaged yet.
I'm not yet engaged, no.
Who's got the Super Bowl blocks for that? Anybody? I got March. Got March?
March for my engagement?
Yes.
I got never.
Come on, Jeff. Just get engaged. That's all I'm doing it. Blake, when do you got?
April Fools.
April's. Anyways. So, yes.
So who's going to bribe me? What are the stakes on this?
There's nothing to really to win. Just bragging rights.
Maybe a steak.
Ooh.
Winner gets a steak.
Did you say
There's some
steak?
Pez.
Or maybe Jeff will give me my book back that he stole, or you'll give me my movie back that you stole?
That was borrowed, not stole.
I'll be honest. If I could find Dancer in the Dark, I would give it back because I do not want Bork in my house.
I paid for it to rent it the other day.
On purpose.
It's a great movie. It's one of the best movies out there from that year.
How much did you spend to rent it?
I'm thinking probably $3.99.
Oh, that might be $2.99 too much. Oh, of course, I've never seen it.
You didn't even watch it? You stole my movie and you didn't even watch it?
No. Anyways, moving on. A good movie that did come out today, the trailer, Spider-Man: Far From Home. Did anybody watch the trailer? Anybody?
I
Yes.
just did before the show.
No.
Mysterio is in it. Jake Gyllenhaal. And he looks like old school Mysterio. And he has the fishbowl helmet. Did you like it, the preview, Blake?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. Scab?
I did it. I did enjoy it. Yes.
It
looks fun.
It does. It's a very different feel than the other Marvel movies. Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming was like that.
It has the same feel as the Guardians of the Galaxy movies,
Okay. I could see that.
but a lot different than the Thor or the.
They all feel different. They
Iron
feel
Man.
different. Okay.
I'm just a little confused because I thought Spider-Man was dead.
No, he comes back. Nick Fury's in the trailer too. Spoilers.
I thought he was dead.
No.
Well,
no.
they're just a bunch of dust. You can just kind of make out the outlines.
Aunt May just carries around a shop vac with her. That's it. Oh, Petey, what happened to you? But Marissa Tomei really rocks it. I like her take on Aunt May, and I like Aunt May.
I did see her naked the other day. I didn't realize she was naked in The Wrestler.
Oh, that's right, she is. Okay, so we were talking about this on Twitter. What is Marissa Tomei's best role?
I would have to see a list of what she was in.
I'll get you that.
All
I'll
right.
get you it. Because everyone goes to My Cousin Vinny.
No, there was this artier movie that she was in a few years after that was real good. I forget the name of it though.
Kiss the Vampire.
Nope.
Ooh.
Personally, I want to vote for The Wrestler if she gets naked in it.
Have you never
She's
seen
a
The Wrestler?
stripper.
I have not seen The Wrestler.
It's a very good film.
Yeah, it's streaming on Stars.
I don't have stars.
I got it on my Hulu.
Let's see here. We can talk about other things if anybody's got something here. While I look this up about Marissa Tomei. There we go.
1 week to the day until Oscar nominations come out.
Is that when they come out? I was wondering when that was.
22nd.
Okay. Let's see. She did My Cousin Vinny, The Wrestler, In the Bedroom,
In the Bedroom. That was the one that would be my vote for her best role.
The Big Short.
Who was she in The Big Short?
I can find that for you here. Give me 1 second here.
Well, she wasn't in a bathtub.
No, she wasn't Margot Robbie in a bathtub.
But she could have been one of those brief little cameo things.
She was also in Seinfeld, if anybody wanted to do that. That was a good role. She punched George, so that was nice. Let's see. I Hate Kids. That's coming out. The First Purge. She was the first Purge? Wow, last year. She's in The Handmaid's Tale, the series on Hulu. Has anybody seen that yet?
Yeah, I've seen the whole thing.
I thought we were living it.
Well, we are soon. I got my...
Not until Brexit happens.
What is Brexit? Can we get a definition from some European podcasters on that?
I'm sure it has something to do with breakfast, right?
Yes, second breakfast. Second
Biscuits.
breakfast. I got my wife the first season of Handmaid's Tale because we don't have Hulu, and we watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. Oh, that's some heavy stuff in there. That is some heavy stuff. Let's see. She was in Captain America: Civil War, Spider-Man: Homecoming, The Big Short. She was Cynthia Baum.
Okay. That's not helping me.
She was in Trainwreck. Let's see here. Love is
Really?
Strange. Yeah. She was.
I don't remember her in Trainwreck.
She was the dog owner. Well, that was a cameo then. The Ides of March.
I think Dog Owner might be the best.
Crazy Stupid Love. I like
Oh, yeah, she was in that.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Lawyer. That was an okay film. Okay book too. She was in The Wrestler. Let's see.
You
War.
already said that.
The War Inc. War. Oh, she was Wild Hogs. Remember that? 2007.
Oh, God. Unfortunately, I do remember that.
Let's see here. Loverboy. Alfie. The one with Jude Law. Yeah.
Ew.
Anger Management. Oh, here you go, Jeff. She was the voice in The Wild Thornberries.
Okay.
That might be her best role. In the Bedroom, What Women Want, The Watcher, Slums of Beverly Hills. There you go. That's her big ones. 4 Rooms. She was in 4 Rooms. She was Margaret.
I'll give 4 Rooms as her best role.
Only You, Untamed Heart, Chaplin, and My Cousin Vinny. Oh, here we go. 1991, Sylvester Stallone's Oscar.
Okay.
So maybe not. I think that
So
was
if I have to go with the roles I actually saw, it's between My Cousin Vinny or Aunt May.
Really? Oh, from roles you saw. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So I'll have to go with Aunt May.
I do like her as Aunt May. Stab, Jim, what are you doing with?
I was going within the bedroom.
Okay. Blake, what are you going with?
All of them.
I'm going, she was fun as in Crazy Stupid Love. I did like that. But Wrestler is a good one, too. I like that one. That's a good one. So there you go. There's your Marissa Tomei IMDb search for the week. If you have an actor or an actress that you want us to review each week, send it on in. We'll be more than happy to go through their roles and figure out which ones were their best.
Is this a new segment?
It is. Okay, it's called Boardroom. Let me tell you how you do this. Blake, what have you been up to lately? We haven't seen you in a while. So welcome back.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming back. We've missed you. Have you been busy during the day at all? Anything going on?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Been pretty busy. I've been studying Jay-Z's song, Big Pimpin'.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm looking for new career
Why?
opportunities.
Why?
In order to get a lot of government employees back to work, including myself. Since apparently I don't work in a government agency that the Supreme Leader approves of.
If you would like, you could move to Atlanta. They need some TSA agents.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to go there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wait,
could-
TSA?
you
I
could-
thought you said-
No, not TNA. TSA.
You go to
TSA.
Atlanta, be a TSA agent, and not get paid.
Is that what's going on? They're not getting paid at all?
Yeah, they're not getting paid.
Correct.
So they're-
you're either not working and not getting paid, or you're working and not getting paid.
Because they're on the radio today, they were talking about how people were, the employers were pissed off because they're not people are not showing up for work at the TSA at the airports, and it's like, well, no shit, Sherlock.
They're not getting paid, and
Yeah,
and
increased sick
under
call.
under Supreme leadership here, I think they're even talking about they won't even get back pay when this is settled.
No. They've already voted and said you will get the back pay. The problem is that a lot of people work from paycheck to paycheck, and therefore, they're starting to hurt, especially like single parent families or divorced
It's a ripple
families,
effect.
and et cetera. Yeah, it is. It's not all government employees aren't getting paid. It's just the ones that are deemed unimportant or ones that are important that still have to work and not get paid. Which is why I've been listening to Jay-Z's career opportunities. Because I figure, there's a lot of people in my office, male and female, that we could, make a lot of money on the side until we get, go back to work.
But at least you've had a really long Christmas vacation.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. It's not really a vacation because it's day to day.
Correct. So you can't plan anything.
They could sign something right now, and I got to go in and do the reopen procedures tomorrow.
Well, if that's the case, just call in sick.
Yeah, well, and
It's a paid sick leave, right? If he's back.
Hey, why would I waste the paid sick leave?
I'm just saying. Of course, it does
Yeah.
kind of suck. It's not like middle of summer when you could be outside enjoying the weather.
Yeah, that's true. So a lot of people are doing like a lot of home maintenance, and things and et cetera. But it's just a major disruption to life. I mean, yes, you're going to get a paycheck eventually, but the question is, you don't know when.
Correct.
You don't know how it's going to go. You don't know how long it's going to be. So it's not really a vacation per se. You're just kind of like in this weird limbo status.
So
Which gives you a lot of time to listen to Jay-Z's Big Pimpin'.
has your wife given you a honey to-do list?
No, I got plenty of stuff to keep myself
Okay.
occupied.
Okay. So maybe songs on Rock Band have you bought since this happened? We've had
None, surprisingly.
25 days.
Well, he still has his like $100 worth of songs
Yeah, I
from
still gotta
last
go.
year to go through.
I still got all that catalog to get through, too.
Worst drunken purchase.
That was one of the best. Although I am disappointed in myself. I haven't done any Rock Band because, I haven't had increased levels of intoxication coupled with zero responsibilities the next day.
That's true.
That kind of cuts into your Rock Band time.
Yeah. Well, Blake, I hope you get back. I hope you get something.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
And maybe we can start a new Pornhub fetish called Government
You know what?
Employee.
Maybe you could do something on. I was going to say Tinder. That's not right. What's that website? Tumblr. Yeah, I'm about to. Oh no, we can't do porn on that anymore, can we?
Nope, can't do porn on it.
Damn it.
The FBI's been cracking down on that.
We will have some.
The FBI, they shouldn't be getting paid.
Well, that's an interesting story.
down the hall. Scab Jeff. Let me ask you this: do you have the PlayStation 4?
I do now, but
Okay.
I haven't ever played it.
I highly
Xbox is what I usually play.
I highly recommend, because it's only on the PS4, Spider-Man the game.
I've heard good things about it.
I'm 72% through. It's one of the few games I've played. I've not played anything else since I got it for Christmas.
I just started Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, see, I was hooked on that, and then I played Spider-Man. I was like, okay, I got to take a break from Red Dead. And Arthur Morgan, I'm going to shoot you. I'm now Peter Parker. And
how's your Peter Parker impression go?
Aunt May? That was more Don Knotts. There you go, Don Knotts as Spider-Man back in his heyday. He's wiry like him. He has the agility.
Yes, sure he does.
It is a great game, though. It's a lot of fun. Like, it takes a couple minutes, about an hour or so to really get into it, but they throw you into it. Like, you learn a lot going on. I don't feel like there's ever a slowdown. And then, like, there's one little lull, like, at the end, in the middle, when you think you beat a really big guy, and it's like, oh, well, this is kind of boring. Do, like, 2 more side missions, and then the whole town just blows up into destruction. So, yeah, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Up downs this week? Anybody want to do up downs?
I got a ton of them.
Go ahead. What you got?
Well, having all this free time on my hands and having it coincide at the same time with the holidays, I've been able to do a lot of catching up on, all my binge watching series.
Okay, what have you binge watched?
Lord of the Rings, the extended version, the one that has more walking and talking trees, the better.
You actually watched it?
Of course.
Oh, dear God.
And,
Back to back to back.
Back to back to back. Exactly. Godfather 1, 2, and a rarity, 3. I don't think I'd seen 3 since it originally came out in the theaters, and me walking out going, well, that sucked.
Isn't Sofia Coppola like the worst actress that you have ever seen ever in any movie?
Yes.
She's a wonderful She's a wonderful director, one of the best directors that are out there, but she was such a bad actress.
Is she in it?
Yes.
Noticeably bad.
Is she in, like, all of them, or just...
No.
Just a third?
Yeah, she
plays like, doesn't she play like the baby from the first one, older?
Yeah.
She's like a pretty big character in the third one, though.
Blame Winona Ryder. She dropped out of the movie.
Well, yeah, actually, a couple of actresses, apparently, and she actually filled in for her dad at the last minute, and so she started the filming and all that kind of stuff, and everybody was kind of nice to her about it and all that kind of fun stuff, but she actually had to go back and redub, like, all her lines because she was very conscious about her bad acting. Well, and she was, honest. But so she had gone back and they had, like, put her lines in so that she would come across better. But you can tell she was very amateurish and all that kind of stuff. But I think Godfather 3 is one of those things where they could have just left it at 1 and 2. But the studio for several years have been, like, pinging for, hey, we need a 3, we need a 3, we need a 3. And originally Coppola wasn't interested in doing it. And so the other people started writing it and, like, bandying scripts around. And then something happened where Coppola was broke?
That does sound familiar.
I think it was broke, and he's finally like, yeah, okay, I'll do 3. And he said he went to the studios. I'll get Mario,
Van Peebles?
Puzo.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll get Mario, and we'll give us 6 months. We'll bang out a script for you. And they said, in studios, in true fashion, said, fuck you, 6 weeks. Actually, I think they said 6 days, but he said, come on, give me 6 weeks. And they said, oh, okay, 6 weeks.
Was the woman in charge from Sony?
No, I don't know. So her obviously her mentor, but and you could tell. I mean, there are things that happen in the movie where you sit there and go, Michael Corleone wouldn't do that. Why is he doing this? Or why does this character make this? Why does it? And
apparently he would because Mario Puzo said he would.
It wasn't a terrible movie. It just wasn't nearly as good as the first 2.
So I've never seen any of them. Let me ask you this.
You haven't seen any of the Godfathers?
No.
How dare you?
You haven't either, Jeff.
I know.
you Oh
so
my
let me ask you
gosh,
this.
you guys are killing me.
You said they didn't really need a third one. Did the second one end, like, on a good ending? Like, you could have been fine with it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just asking if there was a good conclusion
that's
to
my opinion. You know, talk to the Oscar guy here.
it. What do you think, Scab?
It could have ended it too, but
Okay.
if you watch them, if you do decide to watch them, you should start with 3.
Just start with 3 and go back.
And that way you'll be like, hey, that movie sucked.
You
And the
go
next
in.
two are like,
Do you do 3, 2, 1 or 3, 1, 2, or do you do 3 then the interspaced 1 and 2 cut together?
You do 3, and then you read the second book, and then you watch the first movie, and then you watch the second movie.
And then when Jar Jar goes to the Senate, you can fast forward that. Is that what we're doing? Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah. So, wait a minute. You saw Lord of the Rings.
Wait. And if you play... The Wizard of Oz at the same time, they match up like perfect.
Gotcha. If you play it backwards, it says Paul is dead.
yeah.
Let me ask, so you
In
watched...
The Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
You watched Lord of the Rings.
Extended versions.
I'm sorry.
Where they keep all of Gimli's
You
good
really
lines.
do need to go back to work. Let me ask you this. So you hated the third one originally. Do you still hate it?
Godfather?
No. You said you hated the third Lord of the Rings, right?
No, he
No.
said the third Godfather.
Oh, my bad.
Third
Okay.
Godfather.
I thought you said that was a waste of time in the third Lord of the Rings. My bad. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
That's your own fantasy.
Well, yes. I was just asking.
That's the interview you had in your own head when I was talking about how great Lord of the Rings were.
I'm sorry, Blake's back? What?
Yeah.
Welcome, Black.
You're sitting there going, walking, talking trees. Fuck that.
So, did you watch the Hobbit films?
No.
Do you own the Hobbit films?
No.
Okay.
No, I still need to see the third Hobbit film.
You still haven't?
Yeah.
I saw the first 2, and I never was that amped to see the third
Never
one.
got around to seeing the
I'm
third.
No, I never did.
I wonder if the Lord of the Rings films are going to be on Amazon because they're doing that series, aren't they? The Lord of the Rings series?
Yes.
That they
are.
paid $200 million
They-
just for the rights?
Did you see they revealed the storylines and the plots?
No, I did not.
All right. There's this theme in Hollywood,
Buckle up, kids.
and every fucking asshole is doing it now. It's all about the fucking prequels and taking one of your favorite main characters and looking at them as if they were children. You know what I'm talking about? They're they did it with fucking young Sheldon with that jackass TV show. What, The Nerds? What's that called?
Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, Big Bang
I
Theory.
like Young Sheldon. I like
Yeah,
it
they
better than
did
the
Young
show.
Sheldon.
Gotham.
Gotham. They did it with
Baby
Gotham.
Bats.
Baby, yeah, exactly. Baby Bruce. They just announced they're doing a prequel Sopranos with a young Tony.
John
Soprano.
Barenthal. Punisher's in it.
Yeah. So they're doing young Tony, and now for the Lord of the Rings, they're doing the prequels. They're focusing on Aragorn when he was young.
Oh,
Doing
young
a day in-
Aragorn. I like that.
I think I saw that movie. It was called Aragon, wasn't it, Jeff?
No.
Now, that was How to Train Your Dragon.
Is that Sean Bean in the movies?
He dies.
No, it's a Viggo Mortensen.
Spoiler!
Spoiler. Sorry.
Spoiler!
It was Sean Bean. Everyone knows he dies.
Never.
Yeah. No,
First
the
off,
extended
don't
versions-
you dare bring down How to Train Your Dragon. Aragon was a piece of shit. How to Train Your Dragon is good. Let me just explain that.
Yeah.
Aragon, the movie, was a horrible film.
Yeah, they're all from the Silmarillion.
I don't know what that is.
Apparently, when they did Aragon, they didn't realize that Star Wars existed. Or when they used the exact same storyline, just instead of space, it was dragons.
No. They didn't free the princess from a Death Star. It was a castle.
Exactly.
Aren't you a little short to be a dragon rider?
Huh?
What else you got here, Blake?
And Smokey and the Bandit.
You watched Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, I didn't watch all 3. I just watched the 1 and 2 because I know the third one was so
We talked about the
atrocious.
third one last week.
Are you really?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't listen to last week.
I'm shocked.
No.
I'm shocked.
But 1 and 2, it was on the Sundance channel, and I'm really pissed off at Sundance because they censored Buford T. Justice's lines. It lacks the bite and the sting and the
So
humor.
were they
channels?
censoring it for language, or were they censoring it for people would get hurt by his...
Both.
Well, no, on what
no,
channel?
it was both. Sundance.
Really?
And I'm like, Sundance, you fucks. You guys are, excuse me. You guys are actually a paid, purchased satellite TV. Why are you censoring?
Hell, FX doesn't even censor the mines. They say fuck every 5
Yeah,
cents.
exactly. But they had commercials and sponsors and stuff. But still, man,
The Mayans is Sons of Anarchy prequel or sequel. They say fuck every seriously, not all the time, but it's in there, and it's like, oh, that's kind of nice that they actually have liberty to talk like real people.
But I would think that a channel like Sundance would, that champions, the small independent films and
Wouldn't
no
be
censorship.
editing them, yeah.
I wouldn't be editing a goddamn movie because they found something offensive.
I want to see them play Clerks then.
So like the line about next time I see your mom, I'm going to punch her in the mouth because there's no way you can come from my loins.
Yeah.
They edited that line?
Yeah. Oh, a lot of his stuff was cut, and that's actually kind of interesting because most of that stuff was all improvisational. He came up with a lot of that stuff on the spot. So.
Well, what do you expect from a guy who got famous for threatening to send his wife to the moon by punching her?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's true. And the funny thing is, when they dub for commercial TV, or I should say network TV, or shitty channels like Sundance, every character went back and redid their lines except for him, Buford T. Justice,
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason. They actually got the guy who voiced Fred Flintstone.
Jackie Mason.
No, not Jackie Mason. He was the Martian. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. No. So it was kind of funny. There was a scene where it is Fred Flintstone's voice near the end. And I'm like, this is so horrible. I mean, not only did they edit his great, horrible lines, then they went and did the TV version, and it was the Fred Flintstone family-friendly network.
So that you
TV
advise not to
line.
watch Blazing Saddles on the Sundance Channel.
No, I bet you they'd censor the shit out of that.
Just to let you know, Up Downs this week is sponsored by our newest sponsor, Sundance. When you really want to see a good movie, check out Sundance Channel.
And they won't sponsor us.
I'm
next
not
week.
sure that's their tagline.
No, it is. It is.
It is now.
I will say my up this week was, I hate to say it, the New England Patriots. In their pregame, the San Diego Chargers lineman.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles, sorry, whatever. Still on San Diego. Honor of Tess. Go San Diego. His wife gave birth to a baby, and she had a heart defect and passed away.
That's a bummer.
I had not heard that.
Yeah, I forget how many days. She wasn't. It was a couple days old. His daughter, and before the game, and he was gone. Obviously, a lot of the practices. I think he came back Wednesday, and for the Chargers. And on Sunday, when the Patriots played, before the game, they had a moment of silence for his daughter. So, you know what? That was a nice, classy act. I appreciate that. I hate the Patriots, but it was a nice play. It was a nice thing
And
to
then
do.
went on to beat the crap out of the Chargers.
We came home.
That was a butt kicking.
We came home from sled riding because Jeff's favorite thing happened. It got cold. And
snowed.
yes. And we got about 9 inches. I was pretty happy.
That's what she said.
Yeah. No. And so we came home, and it was like halfway through the game, it was 28-7. I'm like, what the hell just happened here? And I looked up, 35-7. I was like, what the hell? Like, I really thought the Chargers would give them a little bit better run.
A lot of people thought they would.
And
Yeah, I turned it on at 35-7 and then turned it off immediately.
we did that
Didn't see
too.
it.
The good thing is I'm still in a Survivor League, and it's down to me and there's one other guy. And we've had to go into the playoffs. So
Really?
First week I picked the Chargers. And you can't, and it starts anew, but you can't pick the same team.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's really super condensed. So I survived week one because I picked the Chargers.
So who are you picking this week?
And last week I picked the Rams.
Okay.
I almost picked the Cowboys to upset them. But
So who do you got this week
I had to
then?
go home team wins. Home
Yeah.
team wins. This week, oh man, this.
Do you
is
have
gonna be
anyone
rough.
left?
I might have to pick Chiefs because I want the Saints to win the Super Bowl. Because if I pick the Saints this week, I can't pick them in the Super Bowl.
Correct.
So it's one of those things.
Don't pick the Saints. The Rams are going to beat them.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good one.
If you're a Bengals fan, you kind of want the Rams to lose so they can get a coach. The Bengals can finally have a head coach.
No, you don't.
Yeah, weren't they hiring?
If you're a Bengals fan, you want Andrew Whitworth to get his ring.
Weren't they
That's
hiring
true.
some high school guy? They're going for the pre-Sean.
He's
McVay.
18. He's 18.
They weren't going for the new Sean McVay. They're going for the pre-Sean McVay.
So let's get going here real quick. We had Twitter poll of the week, and find us on Bad Ideas. I'm sorry, Blake, did you have anything else?
True Detective started.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched it yet.
All right. So, do you like Marshall Ali?
Yeah,
right?
he's great.
He's very. There's a lot of cigarette smoking again, in it. But you can tell Nick Pizzolatto and the producers, McConaughey and Woody, Harrelson.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone back to the formula that worked in True Detective season 1. So you have multiple timelines, but this time you have an unreliable narrator. But because before it was kind of a little bit unreliable as well, but now it's even more so because Marshala in the present, who is talking about what happened in the 80s, which is actually revisited in the 90s when the case is reopened, right? So from his perspective, he's actually suffering what appears to be like Alzheimer's, or there's something, he's having memory problems. So
did he play football?
No.
Oh, okay.
No CTE that's involved.
Sorry.
But Stephen Dorff in it, I'm like, I saw Stephen Dorff's name. I'm like, what?
Take a drink.
It's his buddy, Roland. His name's Roland. He's the Rust. Well, he's not actually the Rust. Marshala is the Rust.
What?
More or less.
Scab, Stephen Dorff's best film. Blade.
Stephen Dorff, if I'm not mistaken, was in House of the Dead.
Done. That's it.
He was in Cold Creek Manor.
Oh, that was bad. You sure that wasn't Scott Speedman?
Yes.
Okay. Scott Speedman's going to be the next future star. Big name. You can find us on Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Go like us on our Facebook page. We appreciate it. History of Bad Ideas. And you can find us on Tangent Bound Network. Danger Entertainment Network.
Danger.
They just added a lot more podcasts over there, so take a look. Danger.
Who?
What?
Now.
We're also on WeBeGeeksPC.com.
Hello, Governor. Oh, wait, wrong one.
No. And nerdly.co.uk.
Hello, Governor.
Wanka.
Cheeky cunt. Scab.
I don't listen to the show. I don't know what to say.
Just say a British thing.
Brilliant.
Tea and crumpets.
Tea and crumpets.
Would you like to go to my flat? I have a flat. I'm so special.
Now they're not going to listen to us. You just
I'm
insulted
British.
them.
I'm British.
You have a flat. Why don't you open your bonnet and get the spare radial?
Do you all bonnet?
Because the spare is in the
Boot.
Thank you.
Shit.
Yes.
Unless you got a VW.
So, Twitter poll of the week. We had 2 of them this week. What was the best comic book film of 2018? We had Black Panther, Spider-Man, Avengers, or other. Let's see here. Jeff, what do you think was your favorite?
I voted for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Scab?
I didn't see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
You need to.
It won Golden Globe for Best Animated.
It should.
Best one that I saw was Black Panther was better than Infinity War, though.
Okay. Blake?
Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Good call.
Oh, if that counted, I'm totally choosing that one.
Okay, it's on other then.
You seen it?
Is it based on a comic book?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
Oh,
They
it's
show
fantastic.
They show a book in the series, so yeah, sure. It's based on a book.
Is it a movie or a series?
No, it's a movie filled with short stories.
Okay.
Vignettes.
the first one,
The
yeah,
Liam
vignettes,
Neeson one's
yes.
the best one.
Yeah, I actually loved Buster Scruggs. The very first one
Yeah.
had me laughing my ass off.
Oh,
because the guy's a homicidal maniac.
Did you, Blake, have you watched Black Mirror or Boulder Dash or whatever it's called?
Boulder Dash, no.
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch. No, I've read Choose Your Own Adventure books back in the day. So
That doesn't mean you can't enjoy them again.
Scab, did you watch it?
Yeah, it was great up until it didn't end. Like, you got to an ending, and then it just continued as if you didn't choose that ending, and then it gave you another ending.
Did you have your hand?
So it gave you all the endings,
Yeah,
so
whether you chose them or not.
So it is
Right.
just like Choose Your Own Adventure, because you would say, well, that ending sucked, and you go back to page 193 where you made the last
I saved the
decision.
princess. I saved the princess. I didn't jump in the snake pit.
Well, it totally starts out real stressful. It's just going through, and then he's like, do you want the Frosted Flakes or the Honey Smacks for breakfast? And then it makes you choose. And then you panic because you don't know what each one is going to do.
That is a great first choice.
Which
it is,
one?
it's the-
Frosted Flakes and what?
It's like
Honey
Honey
Smacks.
Smacks or something.
Oh, Honey Smacks.
Frosted Flakes.
Honey Smacks.
Everybody I know went Frosted Flakes. I don't know if you get an entirely different storyline if you choose Honey Smacks or what. I'm not even sure it's
everything.
Honey
Did
Smacks.
you see that Choose Your Own Adventure is suing them? I'm not
No,
kidding.
I did see
why
that.
would they? I mean, it's a great concept. They finally put it to video. when
Yeah,
they
they're
get the
suing them.
chance to. That's
Well, Choose
stupid.
Your Adventure is pissed off because they're making a movie of that on
Oh.
Amazon. So that's why.
Well, then move faster.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose.
Exactly.
So in last place was Other. Izzy Fisher-Condrick had Teen Titans. Third place was 24% Black Panther. And first place winning 41-33, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse beat out Avengers Infinity War. So I agree with that. I'll take Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse above Avengers Infinity War. Great film. We also had another one. What is the best comic book inspired animated series of the 90s? The 1990s had a lot of comic book inspired cartoons.
They did.
We had X-Men, the animated series. Batman, the animated series, my personal favorite. Spider-Man, which was another good one. And Other. And we had 4% hit Other.
I'm a little disappointed I voted Other because...
What did you pick?
I picked The Tick.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And this one was a pretty good amount, and we had a couple other people pick Other, but they never told us. One was Gargoyles, and one was The Max.
I like The Max. I thought about picking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but then I remembered I didn't like that cartoon.
Number in third place was Spider-Man. I really like the Spider-Man one. Second place, or I'm sorry, in first place, losing 59-27. First place, sorry, winning. Batman the animated series over the X-Men. Jeff, please explain. X-Men animated series does not hold up.
Well, I particularly didn't like the X-Men animated series when it came out.
But Morph.
Yeah, thanks. No, I
haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I remember loving it.
I did too.
I love listening
And
to
Rogue
this
was so
because-
hot.
I love everyone talking about seeing it as a kid because it came out when I was in college. And I was collecting comic books for a couple of years, X-Men pretty much exclusively at that time. So the came out and I was excited, and then I was just like, oh. I watched every, but then it's like, oh, they're going to do like the Dark Phoenix saga, and I'm like, that was a terrible rendition of the Dark Phoenix saga.
But it had the Rage Engaging.
Yeah, his
I'm good.
voice actor was not good. I mean, I'd almost rather have you.
Almost.
Almost.
Thank you. That's a good compliment. Let's see. So, let's get some listener feedback. Blake, take it away. Oh, wait. Does somebody have something? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just chewing on pads.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank you.
How's this go now? With the new microphones?
Let's do it. It worked.
That was
Yeah,
loud.
All right, time for some bomb listener feedback, sponsored by Gillette. Do you suffer from toxic masculinity? Go out and buy some of their shaving cream and become woke.
I'm woke.
All right. We start off this from this guy,
Doug,
number one fan,
A-pans?
can't give yourself a nickname.
formerly known as.
Number 7.
He says, Mortal Engines was only in theaters for 4 weeks and made only $73 million total, 16 domestic and 57 everywhere else on the $100 million budget. Is this the front runner for the Floppy Awards for biggest bomb? Hey, is this old news?
What? Yeah, wasn't this considered last year?
Wasn't this?
Well, I think
you
it's
guys-
so
I suppose-
bad that it could be for the next year.
I suppose it was still in theaters when
It
we
was.
voted, but
Yes.
I considered Mortal Engines after its opening weekend.
That did not do well.
Well, there's a reason it didn't do well. It wasn't a good movie.
Did you see it?
I did.
Oh.
I think I talked about it last week.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I thought you talked about it when I was sick on the couch.
Oh,
When you
maybe.
guys are all recording the
Our
holiday
round
episodes.
table? Oh, maybe. Scab, did you ever see this?
No, I never did.
Did you want to?
No.
I thought the idea was fascinating, but the previews did not make it look good.
Gotcha. What else you got?
No, not at all. I agree. I looked at it and was like, what the book? Even
But
though it
it's-
was Peter Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He directed
Why
it?
did
No, he didn't direct. He produced and wrote.
Why would he get involved in it? I mean, I think there's some fans of the books that thought it was really cool, but you look at the movies and the concept, and you're just like, what the fuck, man?
The city's on wheels, though.
I'd rather
Well, see-
watch Walking Trees.
See, I was
I
fine with
agree
the
with you on
cities
that.
on wheels. I was just bored with the pedestrian plot. I mean, it was like every cliche of any type of, pretty much war. This person's on this side, this person's on this side, and they get together. There's going to be a love interest in this now, and then they were just throwaway characters. And it's like you didn't even need to put them in the damn movie, and you could have advanced some other plot somewhere.
Sounds like Game of Thrones.
Well, okay, at least it isn't like 78 hours long. It's only 2 hours.
Did it feel like 78 hours?
It felt like, there were certain plots that they barely touched, and the story they told was a boring story.
Yeah,
Would you rather watch that or The Hobbit?
The Hobbit.
Okay. Just checking.
I agree. Next, we got from, I don't know who this is. This is 143 at Breaker 6696.
A new person.
Who shall remain nameless?
I don't know who this is.
The nameless man.
He's not nameless.
Person.
He's 143.
Person. Sorry.
It's George Lucas.
How dare I assume?
Or Nicolas Cage.
So, 143 at Breaker 6696. I wonder if he was watching Smokey and the Bandit.
3.
Yeah. Came up
Maybe
with the Breaker
bad idea
6696.
number 143 is where he got his name.
No.
Jim's the one keeping track of our bad ideas,
Oh, okay.
so we'll have to ask him.
Oh, I'm Scab Jim. I should know this.
Yes, you should.
Should. Bring it up. Anyways, from 143, I need help. What is the best Nicolas Cage movie?
Raising Arizona.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Raising Arizona.
Spider-Man. The Rock. Con Air. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
And Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick-Ass is a
Oh,
good one.
Kick-Ass. That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's right.
He was good in that.
Ooh, he was good in that.
I may have to change my opinion. Kick-Ass might be his best film.
Kick-Ass, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Raising Arizona. Those are his 3 good movies.
Con Air and The Rock.
Are terrible.
Godspeed. Godspeed. You know what that means? No, it's not Godspeed. It's Goodspeed, Sean. Stop trying to make the name something it's not.
What about Valley Girl?
I'll call it The Girl. And
Terrible. Oh, my God, I couldn't believe how terrible that movie was.
Or, he was, wasn't he Nicholas Coppola in Fast Times at Richmond High?
He was.
How about National
didn't like
Treasure?
Fast Times at
National
Richmond High.
Treasure?
National Treasure was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. National Treasure 2, Book of Crap?
Was crap.
Yes. Yes.
Book of Crap.
It was a horrible film. First one was good, though. I will say I
First
enjoyed
one
it.
surprised me at how not bad it was.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't hate Gone in 60 Seconds,
I like that movie, too.
which I would think everything it's about would make me want to hate it.
I think
But
because I don't really care about cars either. But I think they had a good supporting cast. Giovanni Ribisi, Angelina Jolie.
It was kind of like a cheap Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Delroy Lindo.
he's always good.
I love Delroy
Except
Lindo.
everybody's still alive and now.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little rough. I got dark.
Yeah, it got dark quick.
Hey, Walking Talking Trees, Jason. Extended version.
Fucking ends. What else you got?
From Besotted Geek, he says, Jeff Jimerson. Look it up, kids. Actually, I was scared, too, because I didn't want to, that stuff tracked to my
I think
phone.
this is for Jim.
my laptop.
Or for Jeff. This is for Jeff.
Okay. Says, all right, so for Jeff Jimerson, look it up, kids. Coffee, tea, or me? Hashtag Nick question.
Oh, he had a Nick.
Do we have to look up Dick Jimerson?
He's a local Pittsburgh singer. I already looked it up.
Okay, and?
That's it. He just did he did a lot of national anthems in Pittsburgh.
So am I supposed to, see who he is before I can choose?
No, he was calling you Jeff Jimerson, like how Nick calls you a pet name.
Oh.
Let me do it right. Bow, chicky, bow, bow.
Well, then the look it up kids threw me off.
Jeff Jimerson. Who do you pick? Coffee, tea, or me?
Wow.
That was coffee, tea, or meh.
So,
Meh.
I really don't like coffee. I think it's a vile, vile taste.
Ooh, man.
I really
I love
don't like
espresso.
tea
Good, I agree.
because that just tastes like grass.
Dried leaves and water.
Exactly.
I like tea.
So that leaves me,
Which is Besotted Geek.
but he hates Pez.
He does. He does hate Paz.
So I might have to choose tea because I at least can use tea to make Arnold Palmer's, and at least it tastes closer to lemonade.
You can make Long Island iced teas.
No, I don't like those.
I don't
either.
like those either. Yeah. Those aren't good. Well, so you're picking T.
I'm picking T.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with Besotted Geek, Stork from Besotted Geek, moving in on Nick's territory.
Well, I think Nick's got one later, so that helps.
Or Swan. She probably doesn't want to know what Stork's doing.
Peacock.
Yeah. Corrections.
What?
I wasn't on last week, so I know I didn't fuck up. From Doug. Oh, I thought this was from Dev. Never mind. From Meow God. No, I'm kidding. All right, from Doug. Per Jason talking AEW last week, Conrad, the MC for the event. At first, I thought it said the Mick.
Thanks.
Okay.
I was getting Nick's music ahead of time. AEW is All Elite Wrestling.
Yes,
They
and then
signed Chris Jericho.
And then I thought Doug was using a derogatory term.
Conrad,
No, that's
the MC for the event.
Okay. Has nothing to do with MILF Wrestling?
MLW Wrestling, Major League Wrestling.
MLW Wrestling. You have him confused with Courtney Bauer,
Court Power.
who runs MILF,
Major League Wrestling.
and Robert Conrad has a podcast on the Court TV network.
Thank you. I did screw that up. I get Conrad and Court mixed up a lot of times on it, so I apologize for that. Good job, Doug.
Are they related?
No. No. So I just get their first names mixed up a lot. It's not Conrad Bauer. It's a different, I forget what his last name is.
Is Conrad somebody else?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
It's not Robert Conrad?
All Elite Wrestling, though, getting a TV show every Tuesday, either on the CW, TBS, or TNT. They're still deciding. So
Nice having options.
It is nice
How about
having options.
none of the above?
Supposedly, it's a pretty good multi-million-dollar per year contract.
Man,
So good
how
for
do I
them.
get in on that?
Well, you gotta know Tony Khan, the son of the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's funding it all. Oh. So there you go.
British Bulldog's going to be on there?
Stop it.
Oh, wait, there's only one left.
No, he died too a couple weeks ago. How dare you, sir? Go back to your fucking walking trees. You know what? Godfather 3 was the best one.
Oh, damn you. Actually, you know what? After that low, we can only go to an enlightened higher plane. Only somebody with demigod powers can take us above where we're at. Mm-hmm. Somebody who has been on the receiving side of Gunga Galunga Gunga.
I got that going for me.
We're talking about Meow God.
Meow God.
He's from a higher plane.
He is.
He's going to enlighten us. He said, if you are a character in Cluedo for those overseas.
Cluedo.
Cluedo.
You don't pronounce the E. It's a silent E.
Depends where you're at overseas.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, Meow God is enlightening us.
Mhm.
Cluedo. Or Cluedo.
Pluto.
Yes. He says, what will your name be?
Let's do that first. What will your name be?
Oh, he has a whole series of questions
Yes,
here.
about Clue.
Okay.
We're
What
going
will
Scab?
your
one
name
question
be?
at a time.
I should have
Scab
prepared.
Jeff. It's called improv. Your name would be Scab Jeff.
Okay, yes, we'll go with Scab Jeff.
That's not a color relation.
He's not a main character.
Scabs are
He's not a main character, but in case any of the main character pieces are missing, you put
He's
his
a
piece
puppy
in.
He's the color. He's the cook. Look what happened to the cook. Great film. Jeff?
Senor Azul.
Ooh, that's not a color.
It's
Yes, it is.
blue.
Oh.
Or,
It's Spanish for blue.
or in your case, Azuelo.
Blake, what are you?
I'm going to be the Blakeinator.
What color is that?
Bacon.
So you're burnt.
And red
He's
and
a little,
crispy.
a little brown, brownish red.
Okay. I
Rust-
don't think we should be
rust
talking
color.
about this. That's how Bacon Killing got fired. Anyways, I think I am going to be Violet Hasson. Purple
Sure.
Hasson. I don't know. I didn't think of this. It's better than just Scab Jeff. At least I have a color.
All right, Purple Jason.
Okay, Purple Jason. Violet Hasson.
All right.
Violet
so,
Beauregard.
Yeah, so the next question is, what profession will you have?
Blake.
Unemployed government employee.
So you did it. You killed it. Scab.
Whoever's on strike, their profession.
Replacement pawn.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it. Jeff?
Podcaster.
Oh, you took mine.
I did that just to take yours.
Okay, fine. I'll be wrestler.
Or you be sidekick.
I'll be the wrestler.
No, wrestler.
I'm
Ooh, I
wrestler.
like sidekick.
Well,
So you know I got roid rage coming.
Then you're going to start off with his next question is, how will you dress? And if you don't say singlet,
Nope. Jorts.
Oh, I thought you'd be a luchador or something.
No. First off,
the purple mask.
I hate that they wear tight or the short underwear type thing. I would be wearing long tights, and then a singlet on top,
All right.
just a little side.
All right, so you'd be wearing Andre the Giant singlet
Yes.
with jorts.
Yes, and
Over.
Jesse the Body Ventura's like fur coat
How about a feather boa?
and a feather boa.
Purple feather boa.
Oh yeah,
feather
because
boa.
I am Violet Hassan.
Purple Jason.
Jeff, what are you wearing?
Leather.
Pleather or leather?
Oh, real leather.
Oh, okay.
Assless chaps.
Are there any other types of chaps?
Jeff, Scab, what do you got?
The opposite of a communist. So like a capitalist.
A nudist?
He would be dressed like a cap. So blue jeans.
Tommy Hilfiger's
See,
collared
the
shirt.
communists wanted our blue jeans. That was the whole thing of the 80s.
That is true.
They all seem to be wearing brown suits.
And a bandana. I could see an American bandana.
So maybe
Oh,
a
you-
white suit.
Oh.
So you got suit and tie going. You're
Okay.
a professional
Well,
scale.
I got.
He doesn't know what job he's going to have.
I thought maybe you were down there on the industrial line, working. And
Well, I would take off my tie before I went into the industrial.
Have you ever seen Scab do any manual labor? That's not
He'd
happening.
be wearing Carhartt. How's that?
Okay. A Carhartt suit?
Yes.
Why wouldn't he be the man in the yellow suit?
Ooh, George.
Yeah.
Nah, I like the
That's
Carhartt suit
it's kind
better.
of capitalistic-y.
I like the Carhartt suit. You're not going to tear it. Blake, what are you wearing?
Toga.
Oh. Maybe that's why you can't find a new job.
That's right.
You just go with a toga. And what else we got?
The next one is, what strange quirks will you have?
Blake?
I don't know.
Can't keep a job?
No, maybe that'll just be it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Scab?
know.
I
Multiple divorce? You're like Ross?
that has nothing to do with my fictional character. In the
Oh,
movie.
sorry. Sorry, you're building. You're just like Dungeons and Dragons, you're building. Okay, keep going. Do you have no quirks?
I have no quirks.
No,
He has whatever quirk, whoever he's replacing.
I assimilate the quirks.
Hello,
He
replacement
mimics
pawn.
Whatever works, the pawn he's replacing. That's good.
It's
Yes.
like you're like a special card in Magic the Gathering or something.
It's like a wild card.
Nerd.
Durr.
Jeff, what's your quirk?
S&M.
I like that you've gone full hardcore on this.
Why
I
not?
like it. I like it. So I'm a wrestler. My quirk, I don't know if it's a quirk. I just take a lot of steroids. I can't get enough of it. So I get roid rage sometimes. Monkey brains? Is that what we had?
All right, Jason. So then, which existing character would you murder and why?
Do I include you guys in this too?
Oh, it is existing. So since we're not existing yet,
Okay. I would probably kill Colonel Mustard was annoying, but I love Martin Mull. So I'm going to say Miss Peacock because she was annoying in the movie.
Wow.
She was annoying, so I'm going Miss Peacock. Jeff,
She's probably in a union too, isn't she?
she is.
One of those maid unions.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mrs. White
Why?
because she walked in on me in a compromising position.
Makes me
With Wadsworth.
so
Sorry. To make a long story short,
Too late.
y'all arrived one by one. Y'all wore leather one by one. Scab, who are you killing?
Is Mrs. Peacock the maid, or is that Mrs. White?
Mrs. White's the maid.
Yeah, you're talking about Colleen Camp.
Yeah.
Well, are you
Talking
talking
about
about the
the maid.
movie or the game?
The
In
game.
the
Either
game,
one.
Mrs.
Oh.
White was the maid cook or whatever.
Yeah.
In the game.
So who you killing?
Then it's got to be Mrs. White. She's the union.
So you're trying to take her job.
I do the job.
Are you talking about the old lady, Mrs. White?
I'm talking
He
about
doesn't
whoever
care.
the maid is.
No matter
I thought
what,
it was
he's
Mrs.
killing the maid.
Peacock,
Sorry,
but now
Mrs.
that I
White-
think about it, she's the rich. She's
Mrs.
the
White
rich one.
was.
Yeah, I
my
think she was
mind?
like, the.
Yes.
So who you killing?
He's killing Mr. Body because that's what Blake would do.
Yeah, replacement. He's trying to take
Yeah,
over.
sure.
Go,
The
Mr. Body.
That's
Good
right.
call. Good
As
call.
long as I get some alone time in the library with Colleen Camp, I'll be all right.
unfortunately, Martin Mull's in there.
I mean, young Colleen Camp, what she looked like in the movie, not now.
You know, you're not young either.
Well, I don't know. Are we drinking?
Doesn't matter.
Or Colleen Camp from that episode of WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I was watching that a couple months ago, and I'm like, that's Colleen Camp. And I think she's playing a character called Colleen Camp.
Wait, what else? We got something new now?
Oh, you know what that music is.
It's preview music.
Preview music. The only man on this show that has his own theme music called Preview.
I like to preview my privates.
He said, yeah, Jeff Christ.
Jeff
What
Christ.
were your New Year resolutions? Mine is to preview and sexually harass you more. Insert blush. Hashtag Jeff's number 2.54 fan.
Ooh.
You know that's Nick Albright,
Yes.
for people who didn't know. Preview.
Let's see. My New Year's resolutions. I usually don't do this.
what
The
they all
first
say.
question I have is, can you technically harass someone who's willing?
Oh.
New Year resolution. Maybe to stop getting fatter.
Not lose weight, just
Not
stop
lose
getting
weight, just
fat.
stop getting
okay,
fatter.
Okay.
It's the plateau year.
It's the plateau year. He's at the top of the bell curve. It's all downhill from here.
I just like Jeff's like, well, I'm not losing weight. I'm just not eating.
My
That's
goal
it.
is
Fuck
to
it.
just not gain.
Okay.
All right, so that higher plateau that Meow God took us to, it didn't last too long.
No, it didn't.
Doesn't last long when Nick Albright's following him up.
Ooh.
Anyways, from Randall Holt. Serious question. Oh, you come to the wrong place. How in the hell did you idiots make it to 5 years? Who the hell listens to this crap?
A lot of people, unfortunately, and it's great. So we do appreciate. We would not be here without you. So
At least 50 people.
yeah, that was our goal
That was our
starting
goal.
out.
Said if 50 people listen to this, then it's worth doing. So at least 50
So we
people.
started low, and then we exceeded that. So we appreciate that.
I don't listen.
No one asked you, Scab.
He doesn't even listen. You come on the show, you don't even listen to any of the shows.
And we made it 5 years because once I start doing something and get it into my routine, it stays there.
Oh. We do have a. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, this comes up to a good question, Randall Holt. You know, so if you want to send in listener feedback questions for the bomb,
That's right.
how do you send them in?
You can send it to us at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. You can email us at hobiepod@gmail.com.
We only read that twice a year.
But that's right. You can send it to us on our Facebook page at The History of Bad Ideas. And that's about it. So there's the 3 ways.
Hashtag LF.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So, yeah, we do appreciate it. It's been a great 5 years. We do have a question from intern Hackney. After 5 years, when can we expect Jason to learn how to read?
Oh, we've already given up on that boat.
Yeah, we don't worry about that anymore.
Okay. Also, Kevin at Cincy Explorer had, in honor of the social media trend 10 years ago, how has Jehobi changed you all in the last 5 years?
Jehobi?
Hobie. See, there we go. I can't read. Jehobi, jump on it.
Hashtag Jehobi. That's our new.
Jehobi. How has Hobie changed you in 5 years?
Wow.
It's nice to get together. I don't know if it's really changed me, but it's nice to get together and talk.
It's made me more out on social media.
You put yourself out there more?
Well,
Okay.
I have a Twitter account. I
Okay.
mean, that's something I would have never have done.
It's made you more socially, medially extroverted.
And I've met a lot of great people from around the world.
We have done that.
So that's changed me because now I can say I have international friends.
I feel like it's changed me because with the expo, we're out meeting a lot of people in the public at our booth and doing trivia, and it's made me a lot more open and talking to people. I hate people, but I have a blast doing it.
But you like talking to people.
I do, and it's a lot of fun when we meet everybody. Listeners, like we've had people that came up to us at last expo said, "Hey, we were just listening to you in the car on the way over here," and it's like that's awesome. Of course, they also had like a 10-year-old kid in the car. I don't know if you would listen to us. You should, but thank you. And but I mean, that is cool to see that, and people took pictures with us. Jim and I signed autographs for a couple people. That was odd, but I mean, it is kind of fun to see that aspect of it. That we're out there and we're having fun, and it builds a community. So I never thought I would be doing that. I never thought I'd be doing conventions and talking to people like that and being open. So Blake, anything with you?
I've gotten better at evading legal enforcement agencies.
Oh, wow. We helped you with that?
Thanks, Blake. Yeah. That's good. That's good. We all learned something. Scab, how about you?
I probably sold like one more book than I otherwise would have.
Where can you find your book, Jeff?
Amazon.
Titanic, the true story.
Jeff
Zombies, the true story of the Titanic.
Jeff has a lot of books out there.
It's also...
Well, the other ones are doing fine. I don't have to worry about the picture advertising those. It's the one
Zombies, a
that's
true
not
story of the
doing well.
Titanic. Please get that on Amazon. You can also find it in your bookstores in the erotic section, thanks to me, every time I go.
Or just go to Amazon and make up a review.
That's fine. Hey, you got a review in the UK.
Did I?
Yes. Yes,
I
Kevin
didn't know
from
that.
365 Clicks.
I saw that he posted it on Twitter.
Oh, he
Facebook
put it on there.
He did.
Yes.
I suppose we can't get UK...
I don't know. So, what else we got?
Kevin at Sydney Explorer says, if you were awarding a most popular film Oscar for 2018, that would have been this past year, who would your 5 nominees be, and which film would you pick as the winner?
I think if they did that category, it would have to be the top 5 most popular, the top 5
Top 5 highest
most,
grossing.
the top 5 that the most people went to.
Yeah. So, Black Panther...
I can get that for you.
Is it worldwide or U.S.? Because the Academy is a U.S.
I think it would be
He said
U.S.
Oscar.
U.S. based.
He said
Okay.
Oscar.
Oscar is
Yes.
run by the Academy of
Yes.
Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So it's not the Golden Globes foreign
No.
correspondence.
Yeah. Exactly.
I really hope the
You ready?
Crazy Rich Asians
I mean, we
isn't
sound
on
really
there because
smart
that
right
was
now.
awful.
Black Panther.
Awful.
Black Panther?
Black Panther.
No.
Oh,
Black Panther
how
was
dare
good.
you?
Oh.
Black
I was
Panther.
talking about Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh. Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War,
Incredibles 2.
yep, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Deadpool 2.
Oh, Deadpool 2 would be up for an Oscar.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
You know, I might vote for Deadpool 2. You know, if
But the
anything,
Academy would vote for Black
Black
Panther
Panther.
on that one, without a doubt.
But Deadpool 2, if anything, just for the skydiving scene.
On the positive, thank God.
With Brad Pitt?
This
Yes.
didn't get. Thank God this. I bought Deadpool 2. I still have to see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I got it for $6 on Blu-ray day after
Oh.
Thanksgiving. Dr. Seuss The Grinch is 6th. Thank God that was not up there. Thank God.
You know, we were at trivia last week, and the question was name 4 of the 6 highest-grossing domestic movies of the year. Mm-hmm. We only got 3.
After it's Dr. Seuss is 6. Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle is 7, which actually was a decent
I
film.
actually saw that.
It was not bad.
It was okay.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was.
My kids really like it. Mission Impossible: Fallout, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Solo, a Star Wars story, were the top 10.
Just
saw
saw
Solo.
that this weekend.
Did you like Solo?
No.
Did you like how did you see enough dice? Did you see the
Oh,
dice
God,
enough?
that got annoying.
It's like nobody cares about these fucking dice.
Didn't the entire beginning feel out of story for the whole movie?
I think
didn't
that
it
was the
feel-
part that was the
I think
original
the whole
director's.
movie fell out of... the beginning thing with that whatever
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah, that whole thing.
I
It
don't
just
know.
felt weird.
I just any attempt at humor fell very short in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
anytime you could tell this was obviously supposed to be a joke and a punchline, got more of a groan or an eye roll from me.
See, I enjoyed the film once you got past, like you said, the first half hour.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was weird.
it
The
was.
first 20
It
minutes.
just didn't fit.
Now, once they got on the Millennium Falcon, it was good. It was enjoyable. I liked it a lot.
I really like Donald Glover. Like he's like
was
one of
great
my
in it.
favorite actors, but I didn't.
And he's hooking up with a droid.
Donald Glover was great in it. Woody Harrelson was great in it.
Yeah.
Paul Bettany was
Yep.
great in it. Pretty much everybody but, what's his name?
Eisenreich.
Whatever his name is, the guy who played Han Solo.
I didn't think he was horrible.
He didn't feel Han Solo to me, so in that respect, he failed.
Okay.
Was he worse than who was it? Hayden Christensen is.
Ooh. I think.
Since Hayden Christensen is playing a character who was previously played by Jake Lloyd, there wasn't much of a jump. Where now I'm comparing.
No, you're going backwards. You're not going forwards.
he was good in Life as a House.
But I mean, it's like, okay, well, Darth Vader there was a big change that happened where there wasn't like a physical and scarring change to Han Solo, so I have to compare this to Harrison Ford.
Did you like the Darth Maul?
Yeah, that was Darth Maul. Everybody knew that was Darth Maul.
I was watching that with my sister, and she's like, "What the fuck? He's dead."
Nah, that's what I
said. I said, "Well, no, he's not. He got chopped in half."
Well, yes.
He survived.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars brought him back, and then he was in Rebels, and he was really good in Rebels.
Oh, the lightsaber fight in Rebels is the best lightsaber fight in any Star Wars ever.
It was. I loved Rebels,
except for Last Jedi.
Oh, that's a good call.
As I look over to Blake when I say
That's
that.
right.
There wasn't enough milk sucking on it from the teat in Solo. That was disappointing from a walrus.
Well, there wasn't enough teat milk sucking in any of the Star Wars movies but Last Jedi.
Let's just say this. If I had to see the fucking dice one more time in that movie, I was going to throw something at the screen.
Am I the only one that never even noticed these dice
I've never
before
noticed
The
them.
Last Jedi?
No. When he gave them to
They
her,
were in Star Wars.
Yeah, and it's like
It
had to be
very
pointed out to
briefly,
me
yeah.
that they were hanging from the.
Yeah, you
But
had to.
when Leia got them, I'm like, I don't know what this means. Like, is this like a gag gift, like a fuzzy dice?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get what the joke is here, people. That's kind of mean, Luke.
Yeah.
I didn't care. And then in Solo, they're like, well, we're just going to put it on everything. So out of Black Panther, Avengers, Incredibles 2, Jurassic Park, and Deadpool 2, which one would win for most popular film Oscar?
Well, since I haven't seen any of those top five,
Okay.
I would vote Deadpool 2 because I haven't seen any of the top five, and I haven't seen Deadpool 2, but it sounded like a thing that I would vote for Deadpool 2.
Which
Scab?
one would I vote for, or which one would win?
Whatever. Your choice.
I would vote for Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
I would vote for Black Panther, and Black Panther would win.
There you go. It said, what film would you pick? So as the winner. So I would go Black Panther.
Then again, I like giving Oscars to movies that what you don't expect Oscars to get.
Or 3-6 Mafia.
Exactly. I rooted for 3-6 Mafia to win.
They had more Oscars than Scorsese for a while.
And they did.
That hack.
So did Eminem.
Yes, he did.
I remember working with you the week after or the day after the
365?
Oscars. I think it might have been after Eminem, where he came into work the next day and it's like, Eminem now has more Academy Awards than Martin Scorsese.
Let's wrap up listener feedback here, Blake.
And we always wrap it up with Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. He says, is the rumor correct in that Scab Jeff is hosting the Oscars?
Scab.
Yes, 100% yes. Everybody went on strike, so they need somebody to fill in.
Awesome. I'm with you on it. You are a good replacement, Pond.
I thought by hosting the Oscars it meant were you hosting a party for the Oscars at your house?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely hosting a party for the Oscars.
They're actually going to do a live Skype from his house from the Oscars.
That would be cool.
Until they go back
And we'll
listen,
have a veggie tray.
until they go back and listen to his
always need a
previous
veggie
Comments?
visits on the Hobie.
Dear
podcast.
God, he wrote zombies? He's out. Apologize for zombies now, Scab, or you're out of the Oscars. I'm not apologizing.
I'm not apologizing for my appearances on Hobie.
We already curtailed one political future. Culture babble. Anyway, so let's get to some news of the geek.
It's time for another episode of the News of the Geek. That was wrong. That was so wrong.
What happened to installment?
I'm saying this, I'm like, No, that's wrong.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, are we?
Oh, do you want me to stop?
No.
Okay.
So this week, special edition here, we got the Golden Globe winners. Jeff, you got the forum over there?
I think I got maybe 2 right.
Oh, was that all?
Here we go.
Ouch.
Let's start at the bottom. Best motion picture animated.
This one I definitely got
Oh, we're
wrong.
going at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
What did Jeff pick?
I think I picked Incredibles 2.
I'm not seeing animated written down.
You're going to Incredibles too?
Well, I know it's not. No, I went Spider-Man.
Nope.
Into the
Winner was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm pretty sure I went Incredibles 2, wanting to pick Isle of Dogs.
Best actress in a supporting role in any motion picture. What did he pick?
Let me see.
This is not working too well.
No, because these aren't in the same order.
Okay, so do you want me to start at the top? Best motion picture drama? Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
What did you pick, Jeff?
Or Jeff can give you his order.
Jeff, you give me your order.
He picked A Star Is Born.
Bohemian Rhapsody won for that. What's your next one?
Lady Gaga.
That would be, I don't know what that's for.
That was best actress in a motion picture, musical, or no, that was drama.
Drama. That was Glenn Close that won that.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
Best actor in a motion picture, the winner, Rami Malek.
He picked Rami Malek.
So that was 1. Best motion picture, musical or comedy, Green Book won.
He picked Green Book.
Oh, that's 2.
Best actress in a motion picture, comedy or musical, Olivia Colman won for The Favorite.
He picked Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
Best director, motion picture, Alfonso Cuarón. Roma. You were correct in that one.
I went Roma across the board.
Best motion picture, foreign language, you picked Roma in that one. Best actor in a motion picture, musical or comedy, Christian Bale won for Vice.
He picked Viggo Mortensen.
Best screenplay, motion picture.
Did you see Christian Bale thank Satan?
He did thank Satan for the for playing Dick Cheney. Best picture, screenplay, motion picture, Peter Farley, Nick Valla, Brian Curry for Green Book was the winner. I don't think you picked that one.
No, he didn't. Oh, yeah, you picked Isle of Dogs, not Incredibles. Yeah. There, I see Isle of Dogs on my list.
Okay.
Best actor in a supporting role in any motion picture, Green Book. I can never say his name.
Mahershala Ali.
Yes.
You picked Timothy I can't.
Timothy Dalton.
The kid from.
Oh yeah, from Beautiful Boy.
And then best actress in a supporting role, Regina King.
He picked Emma Stone.
Okay, so Jeff, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 5 out of 12 right.
Okay, yeah, there you go. There's Cuarón. You picked him, and you picked Roma for 2 different things.
Yep, and it won 2 different things.
So
foreign language and director and writing, but we don't have that on. This
so you had 41% correct this year.
Well,
up it to 42%.
Well, do you have 12? He has 12 predictions.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we had 12. He had 5. So 42%. Jeff, this is why you're the best movie guy that money can't buy. So we appreciate it.
I'm better with the Oscars.
We'll see on that because we got to get your nominations here soon.
Does he have an improvement from last year?
No, last year he was actually at Golden Globes. I believe he was at 65%.
So you're on a downward trend.
Yes.
It's not my plateau year.
No.
No.
That sounds like a very self-help book, like my plateau year. Did you read my plateau year? It changed my life. It's on the Oprah Book Club.
Did you read my plateau year? It kept my life exactly the same.
Let's see. This is another story. Blake found this, and we've talked about this before.
It's an interesting story that has a lot of legs.
And we've talked about this several times, but
Yeah.
New York Times published this a couple weeks ago.
It's back.
And I brought it on because Scab's here, and he's our movie guy.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis's unlikeliest project was also his unluckiest. So unlucky that it might not never be finished.
Might not never be.
That's right. Still working on it, intern Hackney. In 1972, Lewis, best known at the time for mainstream comedies and being a dickhead, like The Nutty Professor, traveled to Paris and Stockholm to make a different kind of movie, a Holocaust drama called The Day the Clown Cried, in which Lewis, who was Jewish, plays a disreputable clown who winds up in a prison camp and provides entertainment to Jewish children, and is maneuvered into shepherding them into a gas chamber. So a lighthearted film for everybody.
That sounds awesome.
Have you ever seen?
Laven.
I don't think he says that. Have you ever seen it, Scab?
No, is this
never
is this
been
a real
released.
movie?
30 minutes have been released. We'll get to that in a second.
No, I haven't.
It was something very close to his heart, his son, Chris Lewis, said. The fourth of 6 sons of Jerry Lewis. Lewis' movie remained unfinished when he died. His original vision buried with him. Recent rumors, along with Lewis'
But the actual movie was put in his casket?
No, his vision
That
for
was
it.
vision, not version.
Oh, his eyeballs.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff. Let's see here. And with the release of last month Orson Welles' long-lost film, fans may have reason to hope that the clown might soon be rescued. First scripted by Joan O'Brien and Charles Denton, the film was in production when, according to a 1996 biography by Sean Levy, Lewis learned that O'Brien was never paid her due for it, so they never had the rights. In 2005 book, Jerry Lewis said his producer had skipped town without paying for the rights and other expenses. Checks bounced, and Lewis struggled to close the gaps. According to the memoir, he personally lost $2 million on the film.
That's the reason it originally wasn't coming out was because of the...
it's the reason it was never finished too, because nobody paid the bills, and so he struggled to try and pay the bills himself to keep everybody paid and to keep things going.
So should Don be doing that right now, paying the bills for everyone?
Don Lewis?
Well,
No.
there's if you get
Donald
if
Trump.
we get
Sorry.
yeah.
My dad, thinking he had full artistic license, then rewrote the script the way he thought it should be. That's a good sign. Began shooting it, got about halfway through the production, then realized people hadn't been paid, like Blake just said. I know my mom was unhappy that he sold our beachfront property on Vancouver Island. Chris Lewis said, our house in Palm Springs, his boat, those things all went away to be put that money into the film.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's trying to do the right thing.
Correct. Lewis seems to have retained only partial negatives, telling his son Chris that the remainder might be somewhere in France and Sweden. What is this, fucking national treasure? We gotta go on a search for it?
They should make a movie about finding the movie.
National Treasure 3. Nonetheless, Jerry Lewis made a rough cut early on, and every so often reports of a screening surface.
Yeah.
In a 1992 article in Spy magazine, the comedian Harry Shearer said he saw a cut in 1979 and said, the movie is so drastically wrong. His pathos and his comedy are so widely misplaced that you could not, in your fancy of what it might be like, improve on what it really is.
Yeah, so it was one of those mystery things. People claim to have seen rough cuts of the unfinished product,
Like
but
Harry
nobody
Shearer.
can pinpoint who has it and what.
This is what I saw. In 2016, a 30-minute sample was leaked online.
You saw this?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I watched this online. Because this story has always fascinated me.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I think going back 5 years, I think in our first season, I think I talked to Jeff about this because I was so fascinated about it.
We did.
Oh, wow.
So, a 30-minute sample was leaked online. The next year, Vanity Fair published an interview with a French film critic, Jean-Michel Frodon. I love his chef, his restaurant, who said he saw an early cut in the 2000s. He admired it.
Of course, he's French.
I admired it.
That Jerry Lewis is funny.
Flubber.
I am French.
I think you actually saw The Nutty Professor, sir. Oh, I didn't see any fires. I just saw them bouncing up and down. Chris Lewis said he saw it in the early 70s, but does not know what happened to it. I can't say I remember it being really great. Finally, rumors have kept fans optimistic. When the Library of Congress acquired Lewis's personal archive in 2015, an article in the Los Angeles Times citing the library's moving image curator, Rob Stone.
Curator?
Thank you. Indicated that the library had hold negatives but agreed not to release them until 2024.
Whole negatives of this.
Yes, of the film.
Clown Live.
The embargo part was true, though. The rest less so. Stone clarified in an email that the library has only partial negatives. He was only mostly dead. 13 cans, almost 90 minutes of unedited camera rushes without sound. It's also behind-the-scenes footage. That would be interesting. Stone has said he's been contacted by someone describing himself as a rights holder, and he plans to consult with attorneys before deciding what material can be viewed. Scab, what do you think about this?
I've never really been a fan of Jerry Lewis, but the plot of it sounds very good. Like it sounds a lot like that
Bernini's.
Yeah, the
Life is Beautiful.
Life is beautiful. Yeah, life is beautiful. Yeah, he's kind of like the Italian Jerry Lewis.
But it sounds
Both annoying.
It sounds darker, and I like the idea. I like the idea that there's might be this film that's alive out there somewhere. Did you see the
I saw
Orson Welles?
I did not.
That would have been groundbreaking and awesome had it come out when he actually made it, because it was like one of those pseudo documentary things that kind of tells the story.
Oh, really?
So today it's all worn out.
Been
and
done.
People have done it a million times.
So you're saying Orson Welles invented the mockumentary?
He's the Christopher Guest of his time.
Are you talking about the Orson?
It wasn't
Comedy?
Is this
It
the
wasn't a
Orson,
comedy.
Is this the Orson Welles clip that's making its rounds where he's drunk during the champagne commercial?
No.
Oh,
Oh, so you're saying
That is a great commercial.
He's
great.
He's the founder of the fake documentary. So Michael Moore followed in his footsteps.
Down the hall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But they actually made a documentary about the about finding the Orson Welles thing, and apparently that's got some Oscar buzz. That might be nominated next Tuesday for best documentary.
If you go online, Scab, you can still see the 30 minutes of The Day the Clown Cried or whatever it's called. There's the last 10 minutes of the film is online too.
So is that his son's version or is that his version? The 30 minutes.
I believe
Unofficial.
it's the unofficial. It's like the official film what was made.
Pirated.
So, yeah,
It's like Chinese pirates.
but it's out there. And the last scene is he is leading kids into the shower, into the gas chamber, and it is eerie and just horrible. And because he goes in with them, because the Nazis basically tell him you don't have to go in, you just have to get them in, and he basically can't live with himself. So he goes in with them. I'm like,
Thanks for ruining
Yeah,
it.
you just kind of ruined the entire.
okay, come on. In 2024, you're not going to remember it. But yeah, it's wrong. It's rough.
It is rough.
Anyways, quickies, lightning mood.
Oh, yeah.
On Friday, Deadline announced that Eddie Murphy will reprise his role as Prince Akeem Ali Baba. That's Aladdin.
No, yeah, wrong.
In the
Prince.
sequel to Coming to America. In a statement, the actor told the outlet, "After many years of anticipation, I'm thrilled that Coming to America is officially moving forward. We've assembled a great team, we judge that will be led by Craig Brewer, who just did an amazing job on Dolomite. And, and I'm looking forward to bringing all these classic and beloved characters back to the screen. Kenyon Barris, who is the creator of the show Blackish, will be writing the screenplay. So, does anybody care about
He
this?
didn't say he was bringing back his buddy.
Arsenio Hall better be
Arsenio.
in it.
Well, you can't do Coming to America 2 without Arsenio.
I
He
agree.
didn't say he was having Arsenio.
Is James Earl Jones in it?
Sure, why not?
Let's bring him back.
He might not be. They might have killed the father now.
Or
he's
he
gonna
might be dead.
King Azim.
I'm thinking he's going to be king, and it's going to be about his son. Is
And
what
he's
I'm
got to
guessing.
send he figures his son's got to grow up and he's got to send him to America
I'm guessing that's it.
to
That's
make it
gotta
on
be
his
it.
own.
Send him to Queens.
Yeah.
Someone to go work in fast food.
I like I still like when they cut off his ponytail. It'd be $12.
That was a lot of money for
It
a
was
haircut
back
in
then.
those days.
Scab, what are you excited about this?
I don't remember the first one well enough.
First one's good.
Rocky Marciano.
You dummy! He can't beat Rocky Marciano. So glow. The best is when they're passing the hat around and it gets to the jerk. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to go." He's just going to keep going.
You mean Dr. Benton?
Is that it?
Well, that's the guy who played Dr. Benton in ER.
Oh, okay.
Eric LaSalle, the actor.
Oh, that is Eric LaSalle. Wow.
It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, and, I like the part there he says he's, thrilled that it's officially moving after many years of anticipation. What that means is I need a new paycheck.
Well, he just had another kid. He's got 10 kids. He needs
what
a
can
new
I do
one.
to cash this in?
We just
How
had
can
baby.
I cash this in? How can I get more money? Oh yeah,
Or, honey, can you change a diaper? Nope, I got a movie I gotta make. Gotta go. He didn't want to be around an infant anymore.
He's like, I'm making a Shrek 5. I can't be Donkey.
Did you see they're rebooting Shrek?
No.
Yes, they're rebooting Shrek.
Oh wow.
Are they going to use the
Chris Farley?
tracks?
I would be fine with that. I would be fine. Did you know about that?
I did not.
They reshot almost the whole film because Chris Farley died.
Well, they didn't really shoot
No.
it since it was.
They had to redo every.
Chris Farley got about 90% done as Shrek,
Really? I didn't know that at
and then
all.
when he died, then they changed direction and got Mike Myers to do it. So they had to.
Because weren't they going to do like Mike Myers was going to try to finish it?
He was going to try and finish it, but then he couldn't do it because Shrek was supposed to be like that sad sack type of character, not the goofy Scottish sounding guy.
Yeah.
But
So-
they kind of had to change the tone of the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris Farley was the original guy. So there is your news.
I mean, he was the original ass.
Yes. No, Shrek.
He was the
Shrek.
original ogre.
Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm shocked.
Why should today be any different?
Let's do some plot lines.
Okay. Oh, do we have music for plot lines?
I think we do.
Ooh, I'll find out.
Wow, it's time to grab your balls of fury. It's Plotlines with Jeff and Jason.
Real quick, this is kind of like a Hollywood. Oh, sorry. And go ahead.
Blake and Scab Jeff.
Before we get to the plot lines here, just a couple of things here. Steven Spielberg bought the rights to Shrek in 1991 when he read the book, and at that time he wanted Bill Murray to be Shrek. That's interesting.
I could actually see that.
And then after that, in 1994, he wanted Steve Martin as the voice of Donkey. So just to let you guys know. Then Chris Farley. Oh, God. Janine Garofalo was supposed to be Princess Fiona in 2000. She was supposed to be in it.
Ooh, yay. Oh, I mean, yay.
She said she was inexplicably fired, and she maintains that no one told her why.
Because she's Janine Garofalo?
Yes.
Okay.
And then also considered for him, for Shrek, was Nicolas Cage. He turned it down.
Could have been his best film ever.
He said, this is from Nicolas Cage himself. He didn't want to play an ugly green ogre. He said, maybe I should have done it looking back. You think?
Yeah. Then we would have a new answer for listener feedback.
That's right.
Now, do you think it would have been a good movie if it was Nick Cage doing the voice?
He didn't ruin Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
He came close to me. Like, every time he was on screen, I just went, oh, God, I got to listen to him. He almost ruined it just because he was in it.
That's true. So, what we got for plot lines? What is plot lines, Jeff?
Plot lines is when we get the title and year of a movie, and we try to come up with what the plot of the movie is, and possibly a actor or actress or director who was involved with said movie.
So, the movie this week, and you can send us any movie as long as we don't know it, what it's about. We'll try to guess it. We can work together. But try to do an obscure film. This is from Dr. Number One. He has Bossy Breasts 2. So,
What year?
2018, 19. It just came out.
Is this a sequel, or are they just trying to
It says
highlight
2.
that there are two breasts?
It says 2.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
I like-
I've seen this porn. It's there. There's a boss, and she's got
Well, don't. Okay.
large breasts.
Go ahead.
I haven't really seen it, but I'm guessing it's a porn where there's a
it's a porn-
brunette with large breasts.
Porn version of Horrible Bosses.
Oh, yes.
Jesus, I don't want that on my phone.
You looked it up, huh?
Nope, it wasn't trying. I don't know how to look this up. Let's try plot. Nope, that's not what I want. Hold on. What's the plot, Jeff? What do you think it's about?
I think I just said it.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's the porn version of Horrible Bosses.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as
Or, I'm
Horrible
sorry,
Bosses. but
Horrible
they're-
Bosses 2. It's the porn version of.
What do you think it's about, Blake?
Sure.
I'm going to say it's a coming-of-age story about a woman who's 22, and she goes to Hollywood to try to make it.
She's a late bloomer.
Yes.
Or maybe it's like a horror movie where the breasts have a
I just saw
life
the-
of their own, like that one movie where the hand gets a life
Idle
of its
hands?
own. Yeah, like idle hands, except for
Idle
breasts.
except for she comes of age and her breasts
Well, I
start killing people.
I apologize because when I put in Bossy Breast 2 plot, it comes up with questions. Why do my breasts hurt if I'm not pregnant? Can your breast hurt from not wearing a bra? Why do my breasts hurt and feel heavy? How long will my breast be engorged?
You didn't put in movie bossy
Guess that could
breast?
probably work better.
Yeah.
And I went to another
so
one.
you read us the wrong thing instead of actually looking up what we were...
No. So that's not in there. Anyways, moving on.
I started typing it in, but I was typing in bossy, and I went BOSSU. Oh, bosom breasts.
Oh my God. I don't know. So we don't know what the show is.
I'm glad we did this.
It's
I'm
a porn.
so glad we did this.
It is a porn.
I didn't even bother doing this because I'm like, oh, that looks like a porn, and we'll never get to it because we're going to go over time, and we're just going to skip the segment.
Oh, no, we're going bossy breast, baby.
2018 adult DVD.
Yeah, the cover showed, the thing that I saw was a woman spread eagle inside a limo. So it seems like it's a French film.
The original Bossy Breast was a big tits boss porn movie from Reality Kings.
All right.
So I had it right originally.
Moving on, let's do, let's hear from
Well, here we go. Adult Empire. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Doctor Number One.
You can stream it for life for $21.99.
For life. You know they have porn on the internet for free, right? In fact, I think Twitter has it, or Tumblr, or somebody.
Tumblr doesn't anymore.
No,
It's been almost a month that it's been porn free. By that I mean it's not. People are still posting shit.
I think my phone just got a virus from it. Better than STD.
Like that episode of The Orville.
Yes. There's your plot lines. Thanks. If you got a movie, preferably not porn, send it on over. We're trying to guess the plot.
In a world of heroes, villains, 6 British actors will come together to play Pathfinder. It's sort of like D&D, but also really not like D&D. Join Fulton.
I immediately regret this decision.
Caragor.
Oh, I see you, Kenneth.
Velda.
Behold my arcane powers.
Shania.
Yes, I've cracked the case.
M.
Now kill him.
And the Dungeon Master for an actual play podcast that takes adventure seriously. Available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, and from DangerClubPodcast.com. Danger Club, let's roll. God, doing that voice hurts.
Jeff, what are you doing September 20th through the 22nd?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Damn right. Duke Energy Convention Center, September 20th through the 22nd. You can get your tickets in a couple weeks. I can't confirm that, but it seems like it's going to be that.
A couple is kind of vague, so hopefully at some point.
2 to 8
2 to 8 weeks, yeah, somewhere in that range.
You can go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com or on their Facebook page, Cincinnati Comic Expo, or look to us on our History of Bad Ideas page. We will be having all the updates from them. They got some great guests last year, like Carl Urban, so that was awesome. They had Agent Coulson there.
He was there, yes.
Yes.
Summer Glau.
Summer Glau was there.
I listened to her panel.
2 years ago, they had Keenan from Keenan and Kel. Love Keenan. Yes, September 20th through the 22nd.
I thought they had Kel.
You're right. Anyways, so September 20th through the 22nd, Scab Jeff might even be there to, pimp his book. It's not going to happen. Anyways, and you can also stop by and see us at the Hobie Station. We'll be there playing some trivia.
Oh, now we got to call it the Hobie Station, don't we?
Sure.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, see, I just came up with that. So keep looking at the CincinnatiComicExpo.com, September 20th through the 22nd. That music can only mean one thing.
That we don't have other music for our top 5?
That too. So 2 things. Top 5! This week, we usually do this every year. Top 5 most anticipated films of 2019.
I'll be completely honest. I'm kind of scraping the barrel. Either the projects that are coming out that I might be interested in, I'm unaware of, or there's not a lot that I'm
There's not many that gets me excited. Artemis Fowl does not get me excited.
Really?
Yeah, it's
What
tempting.
the hell is Artemis Fowl?
I don't know, but it's 3, 4, and 5 on my list.
It's it's Disney's new version of Tomorrowland, I think. It's going to bomb.
It's based off of a series of books that I never read.
Every time I hear Artemis Fowl, I keep thinking of Cartman. Artemis J. Frog or whatever that is from Wild Wild West.
Me and Artemis, Clyde Frog.
That's what it is.
Trying to save Selma Hayek.
Oh, I thought it was some kind of J.K. Rowling Harry Potter spinoff.
No, this
No,
was
no.
before Harry Potter. I think this was maybe big in the 80s.
Sure. I don't care. It's going bomb. Scab, you're the guest. What's your number 5 from most anticipated film of 2019?
I went with Detective Pikachu.
That does look fun.
I thought it looked fun. I used to like the whole Pokemon thing, and my kid's into it. I think it looks fun.
I had it as an honorable mention.
My oldest son's really excited. He has a lot of Pokemon cards, and he's excited to see it.
I've got some Pokemon cards too.
I like the mime. The mime was funny. Jeff, or we'll go to Blake. Jeff or Blake, whatever name is. I'm having a stroke. Blake, what's your number 5?
I actually had to go to professional help, somebody who knew what they were talking about.
Your wife?
No. Well, actually, she did send me a link of movies that were coming out this year. But before that, I actually sent a lifeline out to the two wankers at 365.
Oh.
365 Flicks.
And?
Because I had been teasing them about European football in regards to American soccer. So I needed some help.
And did they say, fuck you?
No. Kevin at 365 Flicks gave me 5 movies in no particular order. So I'm going to have to arrange them in an order that I think he meant I should have put them in.
You do so much tough investigative work on the show. It is amazing how much you put into it.
Exactly.
I'm blown away by your ability to show up, Keanu.
You know...
Yes, please.
They found a bobbit on Curse of Oak Island.
Like Lorena Bobbitt?
No, like a little bobble. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a bobble.
Oh, I thought you meant the sewing thing in sewing.
No. It's a brooch. But the Australian guy calls it a bobble.
A bobblehead?
Yeah. No.
It's John Wayne Bobbitt's member? What?
No.
That's what I'm guessing. It's a
They
bobblehead.
found a discarded penis from the Middle Ages. They think it's Templar.
Anyways, what's your number 5?
But anyways.
How is Curse of Oak Island?
It's still going. Actually,
you.
that's why I've really been
It's
missing
still
the
cursed.
last several weeks. I've been watching Curse of
That
Oak
was one of my
Island,
honorable
coming
mentions
here.
last week. Top 5 resolutions for pop culture. Honorable mention. Something is found on Oak Island that will make Blake happy.
They are finding some neat stuff.
No, they're
finally
not.
getting to some things. That are kind
Apparently
of really
they're finding
interesting.
baubles.
Yeah, they
That's
found
so
some baubles.
exciting. I found a penis. Yay, good for you.
So anyway, we're talking movies of 2019.
Yes, what's your
Yes.
number 5?
So, anyways, number 5. I think Kevin meant to have number 5 was Fast and Furious guys that are still alive.
Okay. Good for you, Blake.
Thank you.
Let's see. Number 5 for me is Star Wars: Episode 9.
That was my number 1.
Really?
I had
It's
as
the
an
it's the
honorable
last
mention.
one.
Who?
It's not the last one. They're making 2 more trilogies.
Well, but it's the
It's the last of
one
the
that
Skywalker.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Can we
Which
move
one?
on?
Which one you said last? The what?
It's the last of the
Episode
Skywalker
9
trilogy.
last.
Oh, the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my number. I don't know what number it was.
Make it 4.
4. Yeah. Kevin had new Star Wars movie.
I really like Last Jedi, but I'm kind of over, I think it's because of fans bitching about it.
Blake.
I just don't I'm not as excited.
My bitching about it is founded in fact, basis.
The
False,
fans just ruined the entire experience for me that
I
I've
didn't
just
ruin
given
it.
up.
Yeah.
No, you ruined it for me.
I said it was a mediocre movie. I didn't say it was horrible, but it still sucked. But it was still horrible.
I thought by themselves
mediocre.
they were pretty bad movies.
Thank
and
you.
They would not, if it hadn't been for the first 6, they never would have stood.
Oh, come on. They're better than 1, 2, and 3.
They are not.
Oh,
they
yes,
are
they
not.
are.
You
They are
shut your whore
so
mouth.
better than 1,
You
2.
They
shut
are
your whore
not.
mouth.
I liked a Star Wars story, the tweener film,
I mean, seriously though,
liked it better.
One, two,
Rogue
and 3
One.
are more original in story and character than the other.
nothing
They
gets-
had worse acting.
But it was a more original, but it wasn't good. Original doesn't necessarily mean good.
I
Tomorrowland.
think that it means
When you're
better
talking
than
1, 2, and
what
3, you're
these
talking
were.
4, 5, and 6, right?
No,
No.
I'm talking 1, 2, and 3.
No, those are horrible. Those stand up to give you perspective. When you go back and you watch it looks like a horrible video game
Yes.
with live actors in front of it. And I was just making this comparison of how well the Lord of the Rings trilogy holds up with
Does it
those
still
movies
age
and
well?
special effects. Yeah, it ages very well. So actually, the extended version is so much better because.
Well, that's why you gotta give at least
Anyways, all right.
give at least the new ones props that they are doing more realistic effects than CGI.
I do to give them credit for going back and using actual stages and actual, characters and Muppets and whatever and all that kind of stuff.
Muppets.
I do give them and blue titty milk. I mean, who would have thought? Or is it green? I can't.
I just
remember.
like when Animal shows up in the background of the cantina.
Actually, that was on the Jedi Island. Was that Sith titty milk that he was drinking, or was that good
titty
Jedi
milk.
titty milk he was drinking? I don't know.
I'm more concerned that there's Muppets in the Star Wars land. No, Jeff, we're not doing Sith titty milk as a title.
I'm not
I
writing
don't know.
that down.
All I do know is that J.J. Abrams basically said that movie sucks so bad he's come back to save this third one. So I'm hoping it'll actually.
Well, if
be
it's
better.
anything like the, episode 7, then I'd have absolutely no desire to see 9.
Yeah, what they're going to
'Cause
do
7
is
wasn't
actually
good.
they're going to get a Super Sun Star Destroyer.
Instead of being a small moon, we're going to be a giant star.
Exactly.
Our base is going to be in the sun.
It's going to be the sun.
Contractor, please make sure there's one spot that can blow it all up. Just to make sure something bad goes wrong.
I see. That's why Rogue One is so much better than 7.
Rogue
and 8
One's
so
amazing.
far. I honestly believe Solo was okay. The first 15, 20 minutes of it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I did
The first
find
hour and a
myself
half
lost
of
in
it.
I did find myself lost in it, going, yeah, okay, it's kind of fun getting into it and all that kind of stuff. But it really wasn't. Yeah, I agree.
You take Solo as a standalone Star Wars film, you're fine.
yeah,
It's just, you're out there. It's not great,
You don't
but
need 2 more.
yeah.
No.
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 And they're not going to with those.
But I'm really hoping that the next Star Wars is it coming out this year? 'Cause I'm just taking Kevin's
December.
word for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope it is really good because I want it to be good.
I agree.
I want it to be good, but
But how
it just
they-
fell to an honorable mention for me because I'll watch it. I know I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
you're going to go watch it.
They
no matter
know
what.
I'll watch it.
Everybody knows you're going to spend money to go.
But
watch
I'm not necessarily all that
But
thrilled
how many
behind
minutes?
it.
Leia's in it for a long period of time, supposedly. They've got her in for at least like 30-some minutes.
Oh, God.
Wow.
How's
Would they have
that
stuff-
going to work with the computer animation?
They
and
had
all that
stuff
kind of
previously shot, or
She's played by Janice of the Muppets.
oh, okay,
Groovy.
I would pay to see Janice as Princess Leia. Could you imagine if she came out what the fanboys would do?
Yeah, Luke is dead, but we gotta move on. Yeah, okay. Go to, yeah.
No, I want to see this.
Groovy.
I want to see Janice of the Muppets playing Princess Leia. Princess Janice. There you go.
Yeah.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is a movie opening this week. I picked Glass.
You're excited about that.
That was an honorable mention.
More
for
so
me.
excited about that than
I was interested.
all but 3 other movies coming out.
I was
this year.
interested
or
about
4
it
other
because I
movies.
liked Unbreakable, but I haven't seen Split yet.
I still have yet to see Split,
gotta
so
see
that's why
Split
I'm probably not
next.
running out this weekend. But I can't find where Split is, and
Split wasn't great.
I know that's what I've heard, but I want to see it before I
Yeah.
see the sequel to it.
They said
But James McAvoy's good in everything.
70 million is what they're predicting. But it's not getting good.
Oh, it's getting terrible
They're
reviews.
ripping it apart, the critics.
Pretty much saying that this should be the last we hear of M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, it can't be worse than The Last
was brutal.
Airbender.
That's what I thought.
Or
I thought,
Lady in the Water.
I thought if he survived the last Airbender, then he
Trees.
can.
Oh, they just
The
remade The
Happening.
Happening. Did you see?
I heard something.
Called Bird Box.
Bird Box. Don't get me started about Bird Box.
Did you like the article I posted on
Yes, I did.
History
You know,
about
stupid.
people are blindfolded and
People are
then
stupid.
driving?
Thank goodness. I love the herd thinning itself out like that.
And they do. That might be up for the Worsley Award this year.
The problem is they might be thinning out people that don't deserve it because they're driving so terribly they take out some
true.
innocent.
Yeah.
Now, if two Bird Boxers hit into each other, that would be great.
True.
And I'm not saying the Bird Box was a bad movie. It was actually pretty good.
It was interesting. It was different.
I liked it better when it was called A Quiet Place. Same thing.
Instead of
it's like Quiet Place meets The Happening. It's like he watched The Happening. He's like, that's kind of a good idea, but he did it so badly. I can make that better.
So we did this horror movie where he can't make noise, but now we're gonna make this horror movie where he can't use eyes and sight.
In honor of Bird Box, Cinema Sins on YouTube, which makes fun of the films and that, did The Happening this week.
In honor of Bird Box.
Well, and most of their things have been like 13 to 14 minutes because they've been getting yelled at for being 25 minutes long. Yeah. This one is 21 minutes because he couldn't
cut it down any further.
And I watched half of it so far. I forgot how bad that movie was.
Oh, God.
And Mark Wahlberg as a teacher in it. Oh, my God. Halfway through, in a couple of the scenes, he's telling like these strangers what to do. And they're like, why are you listening to him? And Cinema Sins is like, he is not a good person. Do not listen to him.
But he found a transformer.
I think I found a transformer.
Yeah, but you know, that is kind of funny. Netflix was going to do the trilogy, A Quiet Place, Bird Box. And they originally canned their third idea, but they were bringing it back because Bird Box did so well. They're going to bring back Fart Jar.
That was so terrible of a setup for a terrible joke.
People who smell it die.
Wow.
They go insane.
How about those that dealt it?
It could be on College Humor. Could be on Funny or Die.
Preschool humor. Anyways.
Well, you're listening to the podcast for that.
Good point.
Jeff, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Lego Movie 2.
I'm worried because the trailers have not gotten me excited about it.
No, you're right. The trailers haven't been all that great, but hey, I'll give Emmett the benefit of the doubt.
That's right. First one surprised me. So,
Well, that's because you were the evil villain in the first one.
Yeah, everybody glue it. Cracking. Spider-Man Far From Home is my number 4, and I got more excited after I saw the trailer today. So that is my. I really am looking forward to that.
I just thought he was dead. I'm confused.
You are confused. Blake?
So the flying Thor guy is Mysterio?
Yeah. That's what they say in the movie, the trailer.
Because, they're finding like this elemental.
Yeah, they're finding these elemental things, and the rumor is that Mysterio is the one creating them. Mm-hmm. So he looks like a good guy when he beats them.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that type of...
Yeah.
So the Incredibles did it first.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the one I got excited because it looked like Hydro Man was in it, the water guy, and I was like, "Oh, it's elementals! Damn it!" What's your number 4, Blake?
Yeah. So I thought they were bringing the Sandman's cousins back.
Oh dear God, I hope not. I accidentally killed Uncle Ben. Fuck you! No, you didn't.
Let's see. I know that Kevin probably meant number 3 to be It Chapter 2.
We're on number 4.
Oh, my number 4 was the new Star Wars movie that you guys already blew for me.
Put it on the board. Scab.
My number 4 is Zombieland 2. I heard a rumor that they're doing another Zombieland, and the first one was very funny.
Bill Murray's coming back, and I don't know how.
Prequel?
No, it's not prequel.
He didn't actually die?
Maybe.
Oh, boy. That is... Zombieland was one of those movies I thought was a good standalone. I'm not sure if I wanted to.
The Amazon TV series did really well.
They did an Amazon TV series?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They showed like 2 episodes, and they're like, we're done.
I think we probably talked about that on this show in the past, but I don't even
We've been here 5 years. I'm sure we've talked about a lot that we don't remember. Jeff, what's your number 3, Scab?
I also read somewhere that Danny Boyle is doing a musical sometime this year.
So Danny Boyle musical.
So I put that as 3.
That might be the most vague thing.
It's untitled. It's just a rumor that Danny Boyle is doing a musical, but Danny Boyle rarely misses. Like Train Spotting 2, but which is probably his most recent.
Number 3, Blake?
Well, based on the movie series based on senses, like we had A Quiet Place, we had Bird Box,
and Fart Jar.
We had Fart Jar. They're coming out with a movie called Taste This. That's my number 3. I mean, and tied with It Chapter 2.
That's an honorable mention for me.
It Chapter 2 is my number 2.
I see what you did there. 2.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Oh. I really like the first one.
I could go with Fart Jar or Taste This.
Number 3 for me is something I'm seeing next month with my son. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I really like that series. The Netflix series is really well done. I think they're on like season 6, which shocked me.
So if they keep making TV shows, why make movies?
And well, it's nice too because it's the same cast.
I know. It's like why don't you just either make movies or make TV? You don't have to do both.
It's going to make me sad that it's the epic conclusion. I don't want it to end.
Is it going to end the TV show too?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I hope not. What's your...
my number 3 is The New Mutants.
If it ever comes out.
Yeah. It's still rumored to come out this year, so I've made my list.
So it got Squirrel Girl?
No, it doesn't.
They're making it more scary.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They keep delaying it and changing it, so it's probably not going to be what I want it to be, but I'm still looking forward to it.
I find it hard to believe that Sony or Fox would fuck something up.
My number 2 is It, Chapter 2.
Okay. My number 2 is tied. I hope he did. Captain Marvel. Really excited about it. And Shazam. I'm really excited about Shazam because
I've got no desire to see
I think Shazam's going to be funny.
Oh, that was one of my either number 1 or number 2.
I think
I'll call it number 2.
Okay.
I think it could be fun. I'm just saying. So I'm looking forward to Shazam, and Captain Marvel looks badass. That was your number 2, Blake?
Yeah, I believe Kevin had that as number 2.
Good call. Scab? Number 2?
My number 2 was the Endgame, or Avengers Endgame.
That's my number 1.
That's my honorable mention.
Really? You want Captain Marvel before Avengers Endgame?
I like Avengers, the last one, Infinity War. I think I'm kind of over it. Like, okay, I'm ready for the next phase.
Well, this is the one that's going to introduce the next phase. I mean, this is the one that
and we
is
get
the
to find
payoff
out what
for
happened to everybody.
Scrolls.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like we had a year to wait for a cliffhanger, which I hate.
Was it really a
Still,
cliffhanger?
I want to see
because
it.
everyone that turned to powder, I know, is coming back.
But not everyone.
Well, Bautista isn't because he pissed off Disney. So Drax is not coming back.
And we know Spidey's coming back because he's in Italy on vacation.
Spoiler. That was.
I haven't even seen the movie.
That was your number 2, Scab.
That was
You
my
still
number
have yet
2.
to see it?
No, yeah, I saw everything else.
On your long sabbatical here with everything you've watched and rewatched?
It's on Netflix.
I only have so much time.
No, you don't.
That's all you have is time.
There's never enough time. It's Twilight Zone. What's your number 1?
Star Wars.
Number 1 for you, Blake?
I believe it was Alita, Better Angel.
Battle Angel.
Battle Angel. Sorry, Kevin. I don't know what it's about. What is it about?
I don't know. I think it's based off of some anime thing, is what I was told.
Oh, I thought. Oh, is this a? Oh, okay.
I think it's like a live action movie based on some anime fighting thing.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought at least on his list that he would give me would be one of the movies that they were in as an extra.
Didn't he put that at the end?
Which one was it? Which one was it?
I don't know. I thought you got the list that he put out on Facebook. I think he
I got a list.
I think he commented later about.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
Number 1 for me is Godzilla: King of the Monsters.
I knew that was going to be number 1 on your list.
I love it. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
I think he spanks off to Godzilla.
So, don't judge.
I do judge.
Hey, can you imagine how fun
I silently judge everything you do.
Can you imagine how fun it would be
Maybe that's
stumbling
in the
through a
background of
miniature
Bossy Breasts,
city
too.
of Tokyo, knocking stuff over? And
Oh,
knocking
it's
buildings
DC.
over? But
They're
I mean,
destroying
come on,
DC
man,
in
it'd
this
be
one.
awesome. Oh, DC
And New York.
better.
Oh, I thought Warner Brothers destroyed DC. See what I did there?
That's awful. Number 1 for you, Avengers.
Number 1 for me was
Any
Avengers.
honorable mentions we haven't mentioned?
We haven't mentioned honorable mentions.
Pet Cemetery looked pretty good.
Okay.
New Charlie's Angels movie. It's Charlie's Angels, directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's also rumored to star Kristen Stewart.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
I couldn't put it on my list. Hopefully, Kristen Stewart has a bit part or
I
something.
like her. She's dreamy.
She smells.
She can't act, so. And I also have Addams Family.
The cartoon.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
Based closer to the actual original comic.
We had some top 5 listener picks. This was a popular one. Besotted Geek had Star Wars Episode 9. Number 4, The New Mutants. Number 3, Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 2, Joker. Ugh. And number 1, Avengers: Endgame.
Is there a trailer out for Joker yet?
No.
It's later in the year.
I don't know about that order, but those are the ones I want to see as of today.
So these are the ones beside Geek we'll be seeing in 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Fulgrim, the Canadian, had in no particular order.
I love that at the Canadian.
At the Canadian.
Is he trying to throw his hat into the ring to be Canadian?
I think
of the
he
year?
is. This week we have not heard from Scott. He's one of his jobs is to do a top 5 for us, and he has not responded.
Ooh.
Just saying, he might be on double secret probation soon.
Now, did we actually reach out to him and tell him, or we're just
No.
assuming he's listening? And
I think he listens, so we're going to tell him.
but
now.
we're assuming that he's not. Well, yeah,
We
obviously.
can't lose. He can't give up the Canadian of the year because it goes to the backup, and that's Jeff Scab.
Oh no!
So we have to do Don't fucking talk about Pez.
I blame you.
I voted for Scott.
Not the first time.
I know. In no particular order.
Or not the second time.
I don't even remember. New Mutants, Avengers Endgame, John Wick 3, Parabellum, Captain Marvel, and Lego 2. I'll flip it around and say the least anticipated is anything from DC, Zombieland 2, and the supposed Terminator reboot.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
I just saw John Wick, the first couple, for the first time not too long ago. Those are really good.
That's what I heard.
The fight scenes are, like, amazing.
I've
like,
heard nothing bad about John Wick movies, but I've never seen them.
They've got great fight scenes, and it's like fight scenes with guns, and it's like Bruce Lee.
It's like you're
crap.
It's like you're in a first-person shooter, running this like the whole movie.
Oh.
No, that's not true at all.
That's what I thought it was.
No, it's like you're watching a Bruce Lee movie, except
Did
for
you
they
watch
have
the
guns.
movie?
And like he kicks them, they drop the gun, he grabs it, shoots them in the head, and hits somebody else, and shoots them in the knee, blood everywhere. It's very good.
Number 5, Kevin at Cincy Explorer had Us, had 4, The Lion King, number 3, It, Chapter 2, number 2, Star Wars Episode 9, and number 1, Joker. Let's see here. Honorable mentions, he had Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Shazam, Rocket Man, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Oh my God, how many fucking Mr. Rogers movies? Spider-Man.
There are 18 Mr. Rogers
Spider-Man
movies.
Far From Home and Glass. Intern Hackney. He had Rambo 5, John Wick's 3, Hobbs and Shaw, which is the spin-off from Fast and Furious.
It's not a sequel to Calvin and Hobbes?
No.
We wished it was, but no.
The Irishman.
Oh, you've already done this?
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I forgot that one.
Once Upon a Time
in Hollywood. Now that I see that there, I did mean to include that on my list.
Oh, is
somewhere.
that Tarantino?
Tarantino about the Manson family.
Then that's on my list now.
Honorable mention, Medea Funeral, only because, thank Christ, this will be the end of those films.
I don't think Medea's the one that actually dies, is it? Is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Brad Hurry is at the cinema, guys. Give them a listen. He had John Wick 3, Alita, Battle Angel, Avengers Endgame, Star Wars Episode 9, and number 1, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Well done, sir. Let's see here. In no particular order, Kevin Howden. He had Shazam, Battle Angel, Alita, new Star Wars film, Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and It Chapter 2.
Sounds like mine.
That sounds just like your list.
How odd.
Did he go on to say, didn't he add the movie that he was in?
Oh, and Stairs, because he's in it.
Yes, Stairs.
Dev. He has Rodden Tail, which is coming from Source Point 1 films. Dora the Explorer, Detective Pikachu, Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral. How dare you? Spies in Disguise, and honorable mention, The Sun is Also a Star.
I don't know those, but now I'm intrigued.
Jen Adams had Dumbo. Stop it. The Lion King.
What does that mean?
Dumbo looks horrible.
Does it?
I hate Dumbo.
I tear up a little whenever I see the preview.
I read for The Ringmaster.
When he flies, even without the feather.
Are you ruining the movie for me?
Have you never seen the cartoon?
But this is a different movie.
Well,
There's
I haven't seen.
There's
like
far
a
too
dog-
many humans in this movie to be.
It's like A Dog Ways Home. They showed the whole movie in the trailer. Again, I saw a 30-second trailer for A Dog's Way Home, and they still showed the ending and the whole thing. I'm like, you really don't want this movie to do well. Jen, I also had The Lion King, Death Day 2, Happy Death Day. That looks funny. That looks very well done.
But I would be lost because I haven't seen Death Day 1.
Pet Sematary, that looks creepy. And Zombieland 2.
So Jen likes her Disney remakes and horror movies.
Yes. So
I think Dumbo is pretty much a horror movie.
A Disney remake horror movie.
Scab, thanks for coming on this week. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you didn't do as bad on your picks as you thought.
Yeah, as everyone that came up, I'm like, oh, I didn't pick that. Oh, I didn't pick that.
I will say you can get his book, Zombies, A True Story of the Titanic.
Disaster.
Yes. On Amazon.
Close enough.
That wasn't my review
buy
of
it.
the book. That was the last word of the title.
5 stars.
But even if you put that as the review of the book, it does better. Good or bad reviews. Any
5
reviews
stars.
that you want.
5 stars.
Disaster. So yes, thank you, Scab. We'll have you on in a couple weeks for the Oscars. The week before and the week after.
Okay.
Because we need to see how bad you pick. And Roger. Oh, bad idea of the week. Number
200,069.
Okay, what is that?
I don't know. I was just coming up with a number for you.
Fart jar.
Fart jar.
jar. Oh, that is a bad idea.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum.
Titles for the show.
I didn't have much.
What did I have?
I'm not sure that's the tagline. We got about 9 inches. Finity War. But he hates Pez. Hashtag Jahobi. I'm not apologizing for my appearance on Hobie. Preferably not porn. Does it have Squirrel Girl?
Wow, look at you go.
I have Princess Janice, Jedi Titty Milk, Discarded Penis, Fart Jar,
Hitting the classic ones here.
Preview, and the Plateau Year.
I had my Plateau year because it felt like Under the Tuscan Sun. My Plateau year. Preschool humor. Princess Janice. Replacement Pawn. Is there room for meat? No, that was last week. I didn't jump in the snake pit. I don't know. I have a flat. And no one cares about the dice. So, there you go. I do like my Plateau.
Anything, Blake?
I like my Plateau year.
I think that's what I'm going with.
Okay, change approved.
All right.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.